Oh, yeah, I want to make sure we can hear the sound. And welcome everyone to In the Girls Corner with Kerry Stellar and my co-host and co-pilot Andrew Stock. Say hello, Andrew.
Hello, everybody.
Just making sure we got good sound, so I'm going to check this out. And like I said in the description, we can't show the fights because unfortunately we'll get popped for freaking copyright infringement, and I don't want that, and I know Andrew doesn't want that, so
Yeah, no, don't want to get anything shut down.
nah, so we're gonna rock with this. Hold on, let's see, is it gonna come up? um can I watch it on here like
Yeah,
this?
you can watch it on your
There's
phone.
no fucking way I can. Oh, perfect, we just gotta talk a little louder and that's it.
Can you hear me now?
Talk a little louder.
Hello?
Oh.
Hear me?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, took me a second, but we're good. We got everything rocking and rolling. Sounds going. We're pretty excited. Had some really great fights. I happen to be having a fantastic evening with my picks.
I'm a little above positive on mine, so I'm up 3-2 from the prelims up until first fight now. See how it goes.
And I think I'm only down on 2, so that's pretty cool. I don't even remember which ones oh wait, I could show you which ones I was wrong on or tell you. And I was wrong on Pollyanna, Vienna, and Hannah Seifers. I called it that Pollyanna was going to win, and Hannah won. Congratulations, Hannah Seifers. And I think I might have been wrong on, I can't pronounce that guy's name, unfortunately. So yeah, the third on the prelims, the early undercard, I think I was wrong on it. Every other single one I was right. Really excited. And right now we got Tisha Torres, and I can't pronounce her opponent's name.
I can't read it, unfortunately. One of my friends even just said Torres, and I can't figure it out.
Chick with a name we're not even going to bother to go with. Like,
yes.
How sad is that? We're like, fuck her and her name.
I have a feeling she may surprise Tisha Torres, but, you know, a lot of people are going to say her name after this fight. But we'll see how it pans out for now as they're just getting ready to walk out.
She's 18-0.
18-1.
Oh, 18-1.
So
but
she
even
lost her
so,
debut and then went on an 18-fight tear.
Well, that's like Cyborg lost her debut and went on a 20-something fight.
Yeah, it was like 7, 8 years total.
7 or 8 years undefeated after that one loss. So I think this is going to be a fantastic night. I don't think it's going to be as good of a night for Tisha Torres, unfortunately. And I love her, so this is nothing against anybody. It's just what my spidey senses are telling me. And although experience could play a huge factor, and
absolutely,
Tisha's extremely experienced in the octagon.
18-fight tear versus a lot of time in the octagon. They're both 29 years old. 3-inch height differential to Wiley Zhang, and a 2.5 reach advantage. See how it plays out.
Say Whaley.
Whaley.
That's my thought.
That's my guess. We'll find out as the man himself, Brute Buffer, announces it.
Let's hear what he's got to say. Hold on. Imagine we butchers it. I was right. Whaley Zhang. Good for us. Like, all right, so this is how I actually figure out how to pronounce fighters' names because I don't know.
Gotta listen to it.
I make it a point to really find out. My friend just texted me. He's like, "Yo, Cody has no chin." I'm like, let me tell you something. I called that.
He has a chin. He just doesn't. Not when you get hit in it repeatedly.
No,
that was he had all the potential. He switched rocking him. If he would have, there's a lot of things he could do. He could have done differently. But at the end of the day, hindsight's always 20/20. Because if any of those wild exchanges gone his way leading to the knockout, everybody
I thought it was
going to
be a double knockout. I'm like, these motherfuckers are going to knock each other out cold at the same time, and that's what it looked like it was going for, and it didn't happen.
Interesting. I haven't seen this ref, Chris Torini, before, so.
Oh, okay.
It's always interesting to me seeing some of the new referees that break into the scene here.
Yeah,
They have to work their ways up. They don't have too many traveling ones, but
I do like that when you see a new face here and there. I also like when they'll just pop up with an old one. It's like, whoa.
Classics.
Yeah.
On paper, I did do my official pick of Tisha Torres. I'm hoping that picking with my heart instead of my my stomach is what's right. But this card I went with the heart.
Yeah, you got it. It's tough. It's tough to do. To see to, want to pick and not pick someone that you really, really like. So it's really, that makes it even tougher. Um, which stinks, because you want to pick who you love. But, and this should be a great fight because, like you said, Tisha's a super talented fighter.
Absolutely.
So talented. She's been through some
She's a legend in the women's MMA scene.
Absolutely. The tiny tornado.
Some good exchanges so far.
Yep. Wei Li Zhang. I'm excited to see what this girl's got to bring to the table.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. And I was just checking out to see how he looked on YouTube. It was looking good. I liked
YouTube?
it.
Or Facebook? Or
YouTube.
Oh,
We're live on YouTube. Yeah, I could stream it right to Facebook. I just don't know how to do that. I'm learning.
Hey, baby steps here.
Yeah, I think when I get my iMac and stuff, I'm going to be able to do a little bit more than like what I got going on.
With it.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe next time we'll broadcast live from our beanbag chairs. Because I
Solid game plan.
If you guys don't know, I have a thing for bean furniture. I love beanbag chairs, but expensive ones. I don't like, the old school $20 beanbag that was just like all of a sudden you'd find beans everywhere. Yeah, no, that's not fun.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just like feeling each other out right now.
In all the exchanges so far, it seems like Wei Li Zhang's been getting the advantage, in my opinion. Couple.
It's close though, and they're not really doing
no
too
blowout either way.
Yeah, there was a nice kick with a jab behind that. Oh, she's fancy.
The one thing that's surprising me is the double ankle support for both.
Yeah, because aren't they like usually not?
I know usually MMA has an issue with a nice hip toss attempt by Tisha that.
Wow.
Wei Li went to re-roll, and then Tisha still got up on top, back up on the feet. Good exchange there.
Yeah, this is going to be I have a feeling, just a competitive fight for both of them.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout in either direction, but who knows?
No, and if Tisha could get to the ground, it looks like she might have a little bit more experience there. But however, Wei Li was able to get up and,
pretty fast roll.
Yeah, so she's clearly got good ground defense, enough that she was able to get out of that. And that would have been a fun scramble had it stayed on the ground, I have a feeling. I was kind of excited when that happened. Yeah, I remember when she fought Joanna.
Spinning back fist attempt by Wei Li.
Yeah.
Did not go anywhere near well.
It could be playing a role? First time octagon jitters.
It could be. Is this her first fight in the
octagon? I thought it was. I thought they said it was her debut in here.
I'm not 100% sure because she's ranked right now, so I don't think
so maybe it is.
I think it's her second fight in.
Let's see.
I could be correct.
I could be wrong too.
Spinning attempt into a takedown attempt.
Wow.
Beautiful takedown attempt. Stuffed by Torres though against the cage here.
And Torres has got so much experience against the cage. I mean, with 18 fights, 19. I can't see Wei Li not having super experience too. Ooh, she's got her back.
Got a backpack
rear
going
naked
on.
Choke.
Fighting for the rear naked.
Yup, standing rear naked choke. Wei Li's not quite under the chin, but that could change. He's got a decent body triangle, but on the sides it's not even like.
Yeah, it's
not locked because she's not in position correctly.
Yeah, but the big thing, I mean, you're supporting the weight as the person on the back. You can never sit back and relax too much.
No. Yeah, see, Joe Rogan even has our opinion. Joe Rogan agrees.
May not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
Oh, right there. You put her name, Wei Li, and it comes right up. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
There we go. Well, Tisha, excellent job using the cage to break away, win the exchange right after.
Oh, this is a
Wei
great
Li swelling
fight.
up a lot, showing a lot more visible the damage.
Which does sometimes play in the judge's mind.
Yeah.
Because it depends if this is the unified rules, and the unified rules are effective striking, effective grappling, and effective octagon aggression, meaning who was the aggressor, who moved forward, who. So I really think the effect
beautiful hip toss by Torres, who yet again got rolled through by Wei Li.
Nice scramble.
Wow. Yeah, with the new rules, and then it's tough though, because for a person who wears the damage worse,
and you get like a Diaz brother who's gonna open up pretty fast. They open up fast.
Why she just stand that up?
I think it was the round.
Oh, end of the round. Oops, I didn't hear that. I thought there was just a stand up. Whew. So yeah, no, that was twice that Tisha's gone with either a hip throw, and I'm not sure if her hips didn't get settled or the power that Wei Li
I was gonna say I think it's both, and I think it's like they're both very for their size. They're big.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got some muscles Tisha Torres. She's
jacked.
for a girl. Yep. And I didn't think females could get that kind of muscle definition, but you can. I wasn't that big, but when I kickboxed, I have pictures of me, and you could see,
The
the
visible
series.
striation.
Oh, you could totally see it, and actually, I've had one of my guy friends who hangs out downstairs with my sister, Ashley. Her friend Andrew, he's awesome though, and he comes up to me and he's like, Kerry, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, your arms used to be so scary. He's like, you don't even have half the arms you used to. I'm like, well, no, but, my legs are a lot bigger than they were, so I kind of, I had to. But it's visibly, I am visibly smaller than I was. I couldn't wear a small. A couple of years before my surgeries, I was in a medium because, even the circumference of my arms was too big for a small shirt. But I'm tiny, so it's like a very bizarre. Yeah, so I started looking at
and everywhere else. You're like, shit.
Yep. So now I've been wearing.
Imagine what these two are struggling with now on that.
Exactly. So I wear a lot of females out there, if you have an athletic body shape, I would tell you to go shop in the department that has the workouty clothes, because you'll find something that's a little bit better of a fit. They do have some fancy stuff. I've been doing that lately, shopping in only the workout section, and I found some really great shirts.
Some good casual wear.
Yeah, but I'm really trying to find something.
Spinning back fist.
Yep. I'm trying to find a pair of jeans that are good for athletic people, because I have long, muscular legs. I got some cake, and I got a teeny tiny waist. So I'm in a very weird, I'm in between a 4 and a 5, so I'm in between a 26 and 28 waist. It's crazy. It makes it hard, ladies, if you're out there. It makes it really hard to find a pair of pants that fit, so that's why I'm always in leggings. These fit, but they're starting to wear. They're old. It sucks. Sucks being a female. Y'all don't know how lucky you have it.
Yeah.
No, you really don't.
Luckily, I make these fit. No.
I could go and try on 80. I tried on 6 pairs of jeans. Not one fit today.
Jesus Christ.
Not one. I was like, well, I'm not going to settle either.
Pair of jeans 6 days, so.
Yeah. I said, I'm not going to settle. I'll just wait. Sage, your eyes aren't bothering you? I have a cat who's sitting right up against one of my lights. I'm just like, that's not hurting your eyes? Maybe it's warm for her.
Could be the warmth.
She's right in front of it.
Plop. I'm getting all text messages about the fights now. People are just like, oh my god, did you see that last one? I'm like, yeah.
Dude, they've been insane so far.
This is even a great fight. Super competitive, back and forth.
I said it was probably going to be super competitive because they're both extremely athletic. Their resumes are pretty great, so it's like.
Oh yeah, I mean right now I gave round 1 to Zhang, and I think presently about the halfway mark I'm going with her right now. But Tisha's still landing some good shots.
I was going to say just statistically, it's a little bit more. First round definitely goes to Zhang. This one could be.
It's close.
And depending on the judges' opinions, it could go either way.
Yeah. It obviously comes down to the second half that we just crossed the halfway mark of the fight.
Also, I have her record.
Oh, but a couple good shots right there. Zhang got caught with her hands down. Looked like a nice 2-3 landing from.
Yep. Oh, she has fought Jessica Aguilar. She fought freaking what's her name? Denise Taylor, I think that's her. Maybe. Yeah. So she's only fought. This is her 3rd fight in the UFC.
3rd fight in the UFC. All right.
Yeah, because these girls aren't in the big. Yeah. So that's pretty good, and I think she's doing really well for her short time. But she has a great, extensive record. So that just speaks to. Everything about her.
She earned her way right up to
here.
Oh, but now Torres is winning the exchanges. Hip toss attempt by Zhang.
And
countered by.
Done. Oh, they're both, these girls going for it. I love it. I love every second of it. This is such a competitive fight. Now they're against the cage. Weili has control.
Really good job by Torres there at that hip toss attempt, keeping her hips loaded. And
here we go.
Zhang got it this time. I think she pulled it over the. It was kind of hard to see if it was a
right?
trick there or if she was able to utilize the hip toss. But now Zhang's in top and half guard against the cage.
Yep. She
could be in a little.
Landed some short punches.
Torres with the reversal now in guard.
Torres is awesome. See, it's nice to watch a fight with somebody that actually knows what they're talking about. Because usually, no offense to my friends if you're watching.
Just punch him in the face with your fist.
None of them have a clue. Oh yeah, the shit that I hear is I'm like, really?
Hit him.
Or girls like
The moment it hits the
making
ground.
fun of like guys that are grappling. I'm like, do you know how beautiful that is? I don't think you
The
quite
moment
understand.
the fight hits the ground, stand him up.
Oh, it's so funny.
This is awesome way to end the round on top for Torres.
Yeah, this is actually a really good ending for
Torres.
Torres.
Score. I mean, it's really.
I would not want to be scoring this fight, but it's really good for her because ending a fight on top.
I mean, she reversed the
in
takedown.
Control for a while. It's not even like it's just.
It's going to be about a minute and a half to a minute on top.
Yep.
And the striking was close. They went pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
I was leaning towards Zhang in it, but
until the takedown and reversal.
Takedown attempt. This is tough. Now it's.
Because it's not like Zhang isn't active from the bottom, because she is.
Yeah,
she was
nice up kick landing right beforehand.
Wow.
It's gonna be a tough fight to judge right now.
I would definitely not want to be a judge in that fucking fight.
Getting a little talk from the ref there about sticking open palm out there, make sure you keep fist closed.
But that actually speaks to his level as a referee, because a lot of them you don't see them say anything in between, and I mean that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, if you don't tell someone that they're doing something wrong,
they're gonna keep
they might facts.
And then when it turns into a point where it's it's not an issue until it's an issue. Once it actually becomes the issue,
exactly,
and you're wondering why it didn't get
addressed and it's because
earlier.
You didn't say anything. Well, if you don't tell somebody what they're doing wrong.
Good shot by Tisha. Allegedly recaps.
Oh, we got a chat person. That's cool. Only like one person watching, which I don't really care, but we got we got somebody that gave us a thumbs down. That's alright. Fuck you, person. You know what? Most likely they don't like when you don't put the fights up, but like.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get my
account shut down.
Yeah, I don't want my YouTube shut down over that shit. So sorry if you don't like that we don't have the fights on. That's not really our problem.
Yeah, UFC's copyright department will go shutting everything down with fire and fury. So
they do it all the time too.
Yeah, they've done a lot more of it recently too.
I watched it.
Even fighters in gyms getting shut down fast. Dr. Bo Hightower, one of the most popular accounts on Instagram, got shut down. Took probably two months at least.
Yep.
Oh, maybe almost 3. Bare minimum month and a half just to get his thing back, and he even had support from the UFC reaching out to the copyright department of Instagram. So
crazy.
35 seconds into this fight, Torres seems to be utilizing her experience to land more of the shots. Nope. And just as I say that, Zhang, nice flurry.
Putting up a couple hashtags on this. We're still live, right? I got to edit some of the
info still going.
Yeah, smart. That way people have a way to look it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I got a couple subscribers already from putting that up. It's funny because you'll get people that'll just like subscribe to the channel. Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks for watching, guys. Maybe I'll put a couple more hashtags on. It's smart to do that because that's how people find it. Other than that, you can't find that shit.
Subscribe.
It is.
Got it. Took me a second there. Nice elbows from Zhang.
Yeah, this is a very competitive fight for both of them. They were in the clinch. There was a nice breakup in the clinch too.
Excuse me for being on my phone.
Yep, excuse us. I'm just putting some hashtags in so people can find the stream.
Alright, so halfway point in this third and final round.
Yep.
Interesting, definitely style points being added to Zhang here so far. She's been being the forward aggressor more this round. Takedown attempt, single leg, successful, nice trip out of it. Landed into the half guard. Torres is doing a good job.
And it sucks because they're gonna give it to Zhang. I could just tell you right now. She's had.
I think she's done a little more dominant. Trying to step over here into.
Touch more dominant than Tisha, but not like crazy, but
Mount enough. Recovered. Nope. But half guard on the opposite side now recovered from Zhang. Mm-hmm. As Rogan just said, being repeated by Dominic Cruz, it's imperative for Torres right now to get back up or get a reversal. She's done an awesome job rolling through on some of the hip throw or the other turn
She's done a
attempts
great
earlier.
job so far.
But, later in the round, people are a little more slippery. Obviously, they're a little sweaty.
Yeah.
It's tough, and, the position that
it's
Zhang's
definitely
holding,
tough because the sweat factor, people don't understand how much that plays a factor. It's
your hands get sweaty, you have enough time, touching your own hands, let alone trying to move against somebody who's already sweaty.
Yes, and
but
it's
Zhang's
like
doing an
slick,
awesome job.
And she's doing
Just
a great job controlling
pulled
this
her
right
entirely
now.
away from the cage, so, Ball Walkin's gone, knocked out of the question here. Couple small shots, but just ending with dominant position, minute 15 left in the fight. You're really seeing, someone turn the corner here as far as name recognition and building their record. It happened earlier with Pedro Munoz. Now,
that was so good for Pedro Munoz.
From here too, it's seeming like we're going to see Zhang take over. At least crack the top 10 against the very game person here.
Yeah, this is honestly, this whole fight card has been amazing, and I'm so glad I didn't pick with my heart.
Yeah, well,
I'm so glad for once I was like, fuck
picking
that.
Heart
pick with my
instead
mind.
of Heart instead of this. Round 3 total strikes landed is 55-8. That's already painting the difference here.
It's incredible.
This is, if you're Zhang, this is probably the best way you could end the fight. I don't even know if I have any videos on my own.
No, but I subscribed there.
This is probably the best way to end your night here.
Yeah, they might give Tisha the second round.
Maybe.
Might.
If I had to guess, and if I had to gamble, I gamble like a degenerate. I'm gonna guess 30, 27, 10 seconds left.
29-28, and then 30-27. I would say the first round 30. Yeah.
One person's gonna give them a round. You think?
Yeah.
I could see it.
No, well, I think it's gonna. I would say
end it on top.
30-27. Maybe 29-28, maybe, but
the
I think
more I think about the ending of the second round, I'm thinking it's going to be a 29-28. But
right?
Guaranteed first and third go to the Zhang right now.
Without a question.
Early in the fight, Torres did a great job utilizing, teeps,
side
kicks, front
28
kicks.
You know what I mean? Like there's been some. The first round was close.
It was close, but I still think
the second round was closer than the first, only because of the last couple. The minute and a half.
Torres, really utilized her kicks early in the fight, and
but
then
Zhang had really
the noticeable slowdown really allowed Zhang to take over there because that same kick that worked earlier gave up the single leg.
And she had some great reversals on Tisha a couple times, even though Tisha had a couple. It was a really great fight.
Very entertaining.
Yep, I'm upset about it. People, I don't know if you know, and if you're from New York, we got a winter storm warning for tomorrow. It's going to snow. I called 3 snowstorms in the last week. People are like, it's not going to snow. It doesn't say it in the forecast. I'm like, I'm telling you right now. I saw it the other week. It was going to snow, and boom. A couple times that was right.
We're stuck with a lot of snow when we're not supposed to have it. No snow when they say it.
I just want it to be a nice summer. I don't really give a fuck anymore about the snow. We get it. We don't. Whatever. I do want it to get nice, I do want to, be in a bathing suit.
Yeah, at this point we're in March 3rd, 5th, 2nd, but there we go. I was only off by 1.
Yeah.
But definitely lean towards it. Here we go.
We got the decision coming up, guys. Wow.
Yep.
We were completely right on the score and on the decision. Unanimous decision. Weili Zhang over Tisha Torres. I have not been wrong tonight. Guys, you can head over to my Instagram at Kerry Stellar before any fight and check out my picks. I'm not telling you to go bet because I'm not a gambling woman, and also because gambling addictions and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna encourage you to gamble, but go look at my picks.
Just found a really messed up meme about that Pedro Munoz Cody fight. Says, shout out to MMA Nerds, one of the most, or actually this was shared by the Strangle Squad, another awesome meme page, but says you either win or you learn, and it just shows Cody after getting knocked out by TJ and getting knocked out by Pedro, looking in the exact same way.
Wow.
Sitting there.
That was pretty funny.
People saying Cody no chin. It's not that he doesn't have a chin.
Cody no chin. No, he just made some mistakes.
Well, the thing is, he handled the shots well initially, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It really is tough. Like, if you're eating them over and over and over again, you know, it's only so much your body's going to take. You know,
Sure.
he's not a walk in the park. I think he's, you know, going to have his back against the wall. I think he's probably going to drive him in his next one. We're going to find out.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure where Pedro Munoz was ranked in the top 10, to be honest. But I think
He's gonna be up
Cody,
there now.
I think Cody's got to go with someone maybe 7 through 10. I gotta look at the rankings.
Absolutely.
It's actually an article and put together. What's next for the
That's a
winners
good
and
idea.
losers of the main card.
That's a good idea.
I mean, we all know Johnny Walker needs to visit a hospital and get his shoulder checked out now that he dislocated
Yeah, I
it.
have shoulder problems. They suck. But Johnny Walker, what a fucking 30 second maybe
twice
less.
in a month too, stepping up.
I love that shit. Joe Rogan, his fight companion is actually very funny when he does
Oh
that.
yeah, when he has like Eddie Bravo.
I love it.
Brendan Schaub.
I love it. I think he's hysterical. He don't care. Because it's funny. A lot of people get mad when you don't have the chat on.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe Rogan doesn't do chat, so we ain't doing your chats, bitches. We don't gotta answer your questions. Sorry. There's people out there that don't want to pay for the fight, so they look for these things.
Free stream on YouTube.
It's
Listen,
so
you're not
weird.
gonna find it there. There's places, but
Yep. I in nowhere put that this was going
There's
to
also-
be a fight video.
you also could spend the money like we are to enjoy the fight.
Yep. We are spending the money, and we're sharing our knowledge with you lovely motherfuckers out there. See, I didn't care if you curse. I curse all the time.
Works for fucking me.
It's 11 o'clock.
Gordon Ramsay in the
Gordon
house.
Ramsay! 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. Nobody cares what we're saying, if we're cursing or not.
Cowboy
Time!
Cerrone chugging his
We
beer.
love him. Cheers to you too, Cowboy.
Number 9. Hanging
Son
out
of
with
a
Dan
bitch.
Bilzerian.
Love it.
Love that. Up next is going to be
Bobby
Here
Lawler,
we
Ben
go.
Askren.
Lawler Askren is going to be one of these fights that I think a lot of people are going to be
This
basing
could, honestly, I know it's so early in the year, but this could go down as like a fight of the year.
one of the best. And this is a pivotal moment for both guys' careers here because
Big time.
Askren comes in. Obviously, he was a 2-time
Talking
D1
a
national
ton of
champ.
shit.
Talking his smack, having a good time, trained with the best for years. Arguably was, everybody saw outside of the UFC, he was the best welterweight.
Oh,
Now he's gonna
absolutely. He was
get
in
to
one
see it.
championship forever.
One championship.
He got traded for
after
Demetrius
Bellator
Johnson.
came from DJ. This is going to
Yep.
be a big moment. And, this shows Robbie Lawler, after recovering from a knee injury and all these things, how's he going to handle with the wrestling?
And some
You
of
know.
his fights have been incredible. So this could be one of the best fights ever.
It's
Nonetheless, of the year.
Yes.
Because I honestly don't think the co or the main event is going to be. I think that this is going to be probably.
Show stealer?
Yeah.
Is this the stellar hot take right now?
I think so
This
because
next one?
we've all watched John Jones fight, and although he's exciting, he'll do. I kind of think that sometimes he slows down or acts like he's tired, like an acts.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or does it, and maybe he is a little bit tired, but he's getting his composure and getting his energy back,
Mhm.
which there's something to be said for that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there's a couple factors to that, and I'm not saying it's going to be a boring fight. I just happen to think that this could be a show stealer without a question. We're after this this is the third fight away from the main event. So, a lot of people don't really enjoy Tyrone Woodley's fights. I do. I like his footwork. I like watching.
One of the
his
best ever to
evasive-
do it.
Thank you very much.
Like he's
People can't stand it because they think he runs away. I'm like, no, he's not. He's
People
evading
got
getting
caught up
hit.
on-
And if you can't get hit because you're making it so that person cannot hit you without running away,
Mhm.
without actually running away, but you're doing it so like Anderson Silva, how I used to call them Matrix.
yeah.
He would do these crazy it was so bizarre the shit he would do. So I kind of feel like in the Brian Ortega, I love you. I feel like that's how Tyrone Woodley is, not in the way he moves his body, but the way he moves his feet. He's got fancy feet.
He's one of the brightest minds in the sport. And as far
his
as
fight IQ is
implementation,
insane.
it's up there. You know,
Yep.
people judge him off of the fights that he had with Wonder Boy, but listen, the guys that beat Wonder Boy, they've either had to fight like that or the Darren Till situation, which was even tough.
I know.
I personally felt that Wonder Boy won that fight. It was tough regardless, but listen,
He did win that fight. They
according
weren't
to the
gonna give
judges,
it
it's
to.
over.
They
it's
were
done,
not going to give it
so-
to Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy in
yeah.
the UK.
No,
But,
wasn't gonna happen.
just like
Happens all
Henderson
the
Bisping
time.
too. I digress. Rolling into this next one here.
I love you. I digress.
It's tough being a wrestler, a lifelong wrestler. I gotta think I'm gonna go with my boy Askren.
I don't know. I'm definitely thinking Askren's gonna win. Do I want Lawler to win? Absolutely. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is gonna be a fantastic UFC debut for Ben Askren. Is he wearing Uggs?
Just a little pre.
Did you see the pictures of him with like the
flip flops and sandals? Yeah.
or no, with the belt and like in the girly pose? It was hysterical. I'm wondering if he's a cross-dresser. I don't want to get sued for saying that, so I'm not gonna say it too loud. But yeah, he looks like he's in Ugg slippers. You know, hey, if you're comfortable, you're comfortable. But yeah, he looks like he could be.
He just does shit to piss people off.
That could be it too.
Well, he even explained in an interview the reason he grew his hair out in wrestling is because people got pissed off about it. So they wanted him to cut his hair, they wanted to do stuff, so he said, alright, I'm going to just keep growing it out, because it ain't against the rules, so fuck you.
No, it's not.
You can't, if you're not, and that was in wrestling,
Like,
so
man,
he
they want
said,
to,
fuck
yeah.
it, he wanted to keep running.
Yep. That, Lawler, Roy McDonald was
too,
one of the best fights ever. Like,
and we would have had Rory as the UFC welterweight champion had not gone down, which is always crazy to think the game of what if is very dangerous.
He should have been, but you know what? Now he's a Bellator champion, so
yeah.
whatever. At least he got to be a champion in his career.
Yeah.
They're actually funny. Their relationship cracks me up.
Oh, I love it.
Woodley and Ben Askren. It's really cute when you see fighters that are really good friends.
And I love it even more so because they're such complete opposite ends of the political spectrums, and they're both pretty outspoken on their. Oops, did I just crack this?
Oh, why? What is Askren into Trump?
He has a lot
of fighters.
He's more conservative in his values, so that's where it is.
But your politics shouldn't make who you are. They show it.
Politics shouldn't ruin your friendship, and so that's one thing that they did an interview and they said, how can you? Excuse me, I spilled some of the honey on me. They're like, how do you do? And he's like, listen, you got to learn that aside from your other shit, you still love the guy as a person. And
absolutely.
I think too many people have gone away from that, but.
Oh no, it's so true. There are people that they can't get past your political opinion.
If you think this, then burn in hell.
Oh, it's and the intolerance level of it is incredible, in my opinion.
Well,
I'm
the justification is if you tolerate intolerance and you allow it to spread, it's like
absolutely.
No. Well, yeah, if you're being intolerant, just tolerate it.
I mean, you know who had? I can't find another article on it, but I saw it on someone's Facebook today, it was Mike Tyson. Did a whole interview. I can't remember who it was with, and they were talking about. I don't know if they got into politics or how they got into it, but he started talking about. I had said these people's names on a live thing years ago, and they pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of the most prolific serial killers of our times. And he started naming people that have gotten mysteriously, suicide, taking double bullets to the back of the head and having them calling it suicide.
Yep.
It's physically impossible. All these things, and he's actually said you can Google it as a fact that this all happened.
Oh yeah.
And he said, and if you trace all these body counts, she's one of the most prolific serial killers. And for Mike fucking Tyson to say that.
Mike Tyson's
now, guys, I can't say who it was about because I had done a video, and I'm not even kidding you. There were 3 key names that I said in it, me and my friend, and it got taken down, and we got in trouble for it.
Man, this guy's a legend in the grappling game. The Olympic team from 2000.
I love him.
Most important as far as life post wrestling success. So on that Olympic team was Daniel Cormier, Henry Cejudo, maybe it was the 08 team. I'm sorry, I stand corrected, and Ben Askren. All 3 of these guys Olympians.
Wow.
2 of them UFC champions. The other one being Ben Askren.
That's like the dream team in gymnastics. You know what I mean?
And it's crazy they didn't win in the Olympics. They didn't.
I'm interested this year to see if Aaron Pico goes, because from Bellator he was points away from the Olympics. So was my friend Alicia Zapatella. She's an Invicta fighter. She was points away from the Olympics. She won worlds. She won
Aaron
everything.
Pico's gonna have a tough time not training full time with wrestling.
Well, he said if the opportunity came to him, because I spoke to him, and he said he would definitely do it. But he said he is focused on MMA right now. But he said, why wouldn't I want to be an Olympian?
Absolutely. The thing that's gonna be tough for him is just he's gonna have to dive full back into wrestling or dive.
Yeah.
So.
Well, oddly enough, or not even oddly enough,
That's why he got signed by Bellator.
Yeah, it was because
he got signed years before he even.
Yep. So he could focus on doing the Olympics, and then when he was ready, his match with the guy, it was about 3. I want to say about 4. Okay.
4 years before he debuted, he signed with Bellator, and I talked to him about it.
And Frank Molinaro, who actually wound up winning the weight class, had good matches with him. But that guy's still training, nonstop all around, and it's gonna be tough because
I mean, he is one of the hardest.
He's one of the hardest, one of the most competitive people. Those high level, dude, he's one of the hardest. You see it, the craziness, that toughness will take you a ton of places.
Oh yeah, people don't like his last fight.
100 times the wrestler I'll ever be, but it's an error. It's a similar thing that just happened with Cody tonight, where he got caught up in this stand and bang and
and had he not, he would have literally, when he knocked down, I can't remember the guy's name that he fought, he should have just went right into wrestling mode and. It's different when people don't understand getting in a fight and being able to do both things. There's something innate and something that's inside of us. You want to be able to beat the snot out of somebody.
You just want to keep going, punching, just like.
So it's like, why am I gonna wrestle if I can punch you and fucking knock you out?
It's tough. I'd love to see Aaron, make a run, but the U.S. team is stacked at that lower weight right now. With the guys like. It's just tough. I'm following the wrestling myself. I know already Molinaro, who's coming off a bronze medal performance this weekend internationally.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. And the thing is,
we're gonna sit together.
You got to qualify the weight class too. It's not just like, the U.S. gets a representative, so you have to go to one of the few major
you have to go. Yeah, it's Worlds and a couple other things.
Worlds,
it's
the year
Olympic
prior,
trials, and something else. Yeah.
Just not even as an individual,
Worlds,
but for the weight class.
I forget what it's called.
There's the Pan Ams. There's a few other ones, but the thing is, that's. Winning the
Cyborg
U.S. trial.
Won the Pan Ams.
Yes. Winning
Most
the world
people
trials
don't know that about her.
I was actually not aware of that. I've heard it once, but I forgot.
I think it was the Pan Ams. Hold on.
But the thing that separates it here is just winning the U.S. World Team trials or getting you on that doesn't mean during an Olympic year you go. There's still a certain number
you have
of qualifying.
To qualify. Yeah. Points can take you out of it.
Well, you have to win. There's X number of slots assigned per certain tournaments. And so, the Worlds the year before, if you're a world champ, your weight class is qualified. But in the U.S., you could qualify the weight class and then lose the trials and not get to go. In a lot of other countries, the person who qualifies stays and goes. And we have such a talented and tough system that, we set up a lot of good things. I know Flow Wrestling did some with Final X where they turned it into almost like a fight night with some of these big things.
That.
And so that was massive, seeing them step up to the plate.
I love that.
And support, USA Wrestling. All right.
Oh, maybe she didn't do wrestling. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like she did.
Probably.
She did something.
Robbie Lawler.
No. She did a whole bunch of stuff. I know that she did because she did submission. She did IBJJF, and she won gold.
Yeah, so IBJJF Pan Ams is.
She did that. She did Abu Dhabi Combat Club, which is pretty fucking cool.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler, baby.
Submission wrestling world champion, bronze medalist. That's pretty fucking.
In Abu Dhabi, hell yeah.
Oh, amateur wrestling, she did.
There you go.
2007 Brazil Cup International Senior Women's Freestyle Gold Medalist. So she's pretty fucking talented, and I think she's gonna go on a tear after that loss. Bro, leave me alone.
All right. Takedown attempt from Ben Askren.
Up already. Guys, we in it. Ben
Askren's
trying to take Robbie Lawler's back. Yep.
Trip attempt here. Robbie Lawler taking down Ben Askren with a nice slam
like a
single.
sack of potatoes.
Woo. Uh-oh.
Yo,
Robbie Lawler's about to TKO Ben Askren.
That's my first fucking wrong call.
Not yet.
Yeah, they're gonna have to call it.
Robbie Lawler's in half guard after dropping some hard elbows. He took a big slam off of a takedown attempt of Ben Askren. Wow.
I mean, I'd be shocked if they let it go on much longer. This shows the athleticism of Robbie Lawler, and I'm not discrediting any.
That was the biggest challenge he's ever experienced.
Yeah.
Right there alone.
Ben Askren, it's incredible. I can't believe he's still in it.
I can't believe he's awake right now.
I'm shocked that they didn't because
that ref was really close to stopping it.
I was gonna say any other ref.
Askren is rocked.
Any other ref might have stopped that, and if I was Askren,
Askren's in wrestling mode right now. Already.
I was just gonna say I'd go right into wrestling mode. Oh, dude, I'm so glad that I have you over for this.
Askren's face covered right now.
Askren looks honestly, you want to know what?
Factor,
not even just ring rust, but Lawler is making him look like not an amateur but a novice. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Lawler's just making this look so fucking easy, but
But here's the thing, he's still in it now. And
he is.
The longer
He's
we
probably
go, if Robbie isn't
recovered.
he's recovering
Yep.
already.
Oh yeah, look at him. He's controlling Robbie against
You know,
the
he
cage
just had
right
the hardest
now.
interaction he's ever had in his career. That's a given.
Wow, I'm so
But
excited. I'm
this
so
fight's-
excited.
This turns
This
out
is
fucking
incredible.
great.
I'm glad it didn't end what I thought it was about to.
Yeah, I
That would have
thought I
really
was-
pissed me off.
A
if
ref
it had
could have
ended
stopped
right
it there.
The ref absolutely was well within his rights to stop it. Because
I thought he was going to.
Ben
so-
Askren was in trouble.
Mhm.
He was in some serious trouble at that moment.
Hmm.
I want to be a referee.
Wearing
I'm
damage.
going to take the
You're gonna
officials
be-
course. Yeah, I would like to do mostly female MMA and like, you know, the flyweights and shit like that.
The
I
local
couldn't do a
stuff,
heavyweight
too.
fight. I'm too tiny. But
Oof.
there's little to no female referees. And I think
Yeah.
I would be really good at it because I wouldn't look at it and it would be just completely
deal with it.
non-biased. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
wouldn't have any kind of, I wouldn't care if you were my friend. Like I'm gonna
Oh,
my
yeah.
best interest would be the
The
fighters,
fighter
and that's it.
safety.
The fighter
The one
safety.
thing I do
That's
have
my
to-
number one thing, and I said that's a lot of refs don't look at that anymore, and they
No,
look at
not
what
at
the
all.
fans want or what the organization wants.
They start getting caught up in other stuff.
Yeah,
See,
well-
the issue right now, single leg attempt here
Yep.
from Askren. I really am curious about Askren's layoff. I have to double check, but I want to say it was like
It's
almost
been a
18
while.
months.
He's been off for
And
a
you know,
while.
because he was retired.
Yes.
Prior to the trade, he was
He was
technically
retired.
under contract.
Yes, he was definitely
but-
retired. He retired from
Yeah.
From one, right?
Yes, he was the one undefeated champion.
Yep. And I guess he went back because if they traded him, he had to have gone
Well,
back.
no, he didn't fight
Oh,
back.
retired
He-
under contract.
Yes.
Okay.
So he retired. He was under contract, and then he said, you know, he'll come out
Wow.
if the UFC offers him. But now takedown attempt.
Askren got
back
the
take
takedown.
fight.
He's taking
He has
Robbie
his back.
Lawler's
He's working
back,
for a rear naked
which
choke.
he
Nope,
needs
he's-
to. He needs to stay in dominant
Lawler's out,
position.
yep.
He needs to stay in control. He needs to, and he's, you know, you're talking about a really
He's
great
bulldog
wrestler.
choking him.
Yo,
He
he is.
bulldog
He
choked
just
him
did it.
unconscious.
That's it. Wait, I have not been
Oh
wrong
no! Wait,
tonight.
he was still conscious. The ref stopped
Doesn't
it.
matter. He would. He had
Whoa.
to stop it. I'm sorry. I am a big.
Whoa!
I am a referee like freak like that, and he had to stop it because he wasn't
Let
going to
me
knock
see
it out
that
of it.
I gotta see
Lawler
that
wasn't getting
replay.
out
That
of
is
it.
nuts. Bulldog choke.
Guys, I am right on almost every single one of my picks except for two. Askren came back from a fucking beating. Holy shit.
It was around the ears and the head, not the throat. So Askren hasn't fought since November 24, 2017, when he fought Shinya Aoki. This is his fourth consecutive finish. Yeah, we all thought he was out. Look, watching
Yeah.
this replay right here. Let me see this home.
He definitely was.
No, okay.
Look, you'll see it go limp. Yeah, his arm went limp. Right there, because you can't see it.
I see the
It's,
complaint.
Herb Dean is above it.
I
so you
understand
really-
Robbie's complaint because whenever
Yeah.
something like this happens, but the way his arm drops, it drops completely limp. Oh, Dominic Cruz is even saying it's not up. That second
Yeah,
angle
but
just
that's-
confirmed it. Actually, the second angle, seeing that, I don't know, man.
What, that he was out or wasn't?
Was not.
Really? Because the
The
way
hand
his arm
dropped
went
there,
limp.
but not. It's.
But you know, we're not seeing his eyes, and that's a difference too, because
It's
you
tough.
have to see the fighter's eyes, and if you see the whites of his eyes at all, that's generally the guy's going out. You know what I mean? And I'd rather, I mean, did you think he would be able to get out from that? Because I didn't. And there's a thing with that. Like they say, oh, you're supposed to let a fighter out, but that's not the rules. In a referee's course, the referee, hold on. Got the decision coming right here, guys.
Now, because it's a referee stoppage here, I
Still
wonder
a
if
win.
they're going to be able to appeal it.
Wait. Bulldog choke, yeah. 3 minutes, 21 seconds, right?
Well, so going forward here, it's going to be interesting to see what they line up with him. Let's hear what they say real quick.
This is an amazing fight card. Oh! He said, hey, Dana,
Dana's
is that
not
the best you got?
Oh my lord.
He came back from a fucking beating.
Listen, that was a vicious slam and an awesome follow-up setup there.
Wow.
Watching this here.
I mean, he came back from a brutal.
That slam
Beating.
was vicious. You know, everybody thought there was going to be a big takedown. It was going to be from Askren, and you know that was a good counter attempt right there.
I am
that
on fire
launched him.
tonight. My picks are on fucking fire.
Let me see what you said about Robbie. One moment, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm blown away.
I was pissed about that slam. Funky show ain't going nowhere.
Wow. His nose is broken. You can see his eyes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Askren's face is a mess.
Askren's face is a mess. Honestly,
Lawler
this
doesn't
is a
even look like he
statement.
got in a fight.
Yeah, but this is a statement regardless because not too many people are gonna be able to slam him. You know what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna talk shit and say it's a fake win. They're gonna use it. They're gonna use this to degrade what just happened.
Absolutely.
Whether or not the choke just put Robbie Lawler out, up for debate. It's very hard to really make any claim or anything of that.
Right now. I do.
A security guard just tried to stop Askren from getting to his family. He faked the
that's
duck under,
so-
getting behind him,
he's
and
a
then
trip.
proceeded to keep walking
He's a
out.
trip.
But
But you know
people are
what
going
it
to use it
is?
to degrade him. But the thing is, he just, one way or another, he hung in there. If regardless of the stoppage, you could say he hung
came
in there,
back from
bounced back
fucking
from
death.
an adversity that nobody like. The person that I could see slamming him like that would be his own teammate Tyron Woodley, and they've probably done it in training back
A
and
million
forth.
times.
Maybe Kamaru Usman with his high level of wrestling. I don't think anybody else is going to slam him like that.
No.
He took shots and recovered, and he just went and showed that despite being knocked back and
What
going through some crazy
the
stuff.
fuck is up with Zac Efron? He
was
doesn't
looking
even
a
look
little
like
weird.
human.
That dude's
I
not
love
him.
they are adorable.
Oh, Michelle Waterson and Holly Holm.
They're so cute together. Their
My
videos
biggest pet
crack
peeve is
me
people
up.
who call Holly Holmes. With the
Yeah,
no
I
S.
don't get me started.
So
on
now
it
we get
either.
to see co-main event Duke Rufus teammate Tyron Woodley. You know, seeing if he can build off the speed and build
I'm
of his
stoked.
teammate here, Ben Askren,
I'm stoked.
against one of Henry's guys. This is back-to-back fights of ATT against
This is
the Hard Knocks
fire
365
against fire against fire against fire.
That's a given. But now you're seeing two Hard Knocks 365
Yeah.
guys step in against Duke Rufus's gym. It'll be interesting to see what happens
It's
here.
amazing.
You know, big fan of Henry Hooft and his system down there. I went with my pick on Kamaru, you know, due to loyalty, but I knew as a wrestler I had to go with Askren. We're going to see how this goes.
Yep. I really want Anthony Smith to win, but I am feeling a big night for John Jones.
I think this is his coming out back party. Not coming out party, but definitely coming back party.
Yeah, I think he's gonna cement his the fact that he's. I mean, it just bothers me because he's the only fighter that can fight legitimately, like is allowed to fight, popping on steroids left and right. He
Yeah.
failed 2 drug tests before this fight,
Yes,
and they
the
still.
picogram thing.
And I think it's horseshit.
I was the biggest guy against it until, I mean, I'm never going to justify him. The one way or another, he ingested either a taste supplement or took the thing that made him piss hot. But what they are seeing in this, and like I guess a cousin, so to speak, chemically, is that, this pulsing effect is real.
Yeah, but
And
how come all
they're
these
saying
other
it's not at
people got
performance.
fucked left and right and left and right?
Well, the people getting fucked left and right, I can't
That
justify
bothers
it all.
me.
That part bothers me, and I know part of it is because of, he's agreeing to help other
Politics.
people. He's helping people with this, but I want to say it was like a chlorine, like a certain chemical bond. There was another athlete in a different sport that saw this pulsing effect, and they're, from what the studies they were doing showed,
Ugh.
dramatically losing, body fat, aka when fighters cut weight, it can cause it to come up. And they're saying it's not at a performance-enhancing level. I'm going to trust the scientists here because I don't think the
hope
World
so.
Anti-Doping Agency, one way or another, it's been in his system before. So I think when he initially took it, if he took something, it could be it. But the issue is the other metabolites, the short and medium-term ones, aren't shown up anymore. So it's kind of weird that just out of the blue, the long-term
It's
one
so
pops
weird.
up. It's
so weird.
It'll be an interesting case study one day, when...
Oh, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to do some kind of.
Well,
There's
a part
more
of
in the
his
kitchen if you want to.
Part of his agreement was that he had to continue to give test results and be a part of almost testing. So
Okay,
he
he
can check
also
on the
has to
supplement.
dime people out.
Oh yeah.
You gotta tell on a bunch of people, John Jones. Deal with it.
is going to be very interesting. I know Colby.
His name is Better. He's my sister's cat. Right? I have a house full of cats.
This is going to be very interesting. Now, Colby Covington, see if he's next in line for the title shot after tonight.
I don't know, man. I don't know
It
if we're ever
depends
going
on
to see
if he's
Colby
burned-
Covington again.
It depends on how many bridges he's burned.
Like, is Dana White mad? How mad is
Yeah.
he? You know what I mean? This could go any way. Dana White could be a fibber, you know what I mean? Where he says he's not mad.
And then he is mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's actually not. Like, the way he talked about it, like,
No, and
I
with
still
the
think he enjoys
UFC
the,
Brooklyn and the stage bus thing, like, I can't see them not doing anything just to fucking
think they're building
set it
off
up
of
for
it.
absolutely. Because people love to hate Colby Covington. I mean, he ran with the Donald Trump supporter thing and the Make America Great Again, and he ran so hard with it that people love to hate him.
you love to hate him or you love to love him.
I can't really stand the guy, but I've also heard from, like, Holly Holm has done interviews and said that he's actually a really, you know, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah,
Kayla Harrison has said that he's not, you know, he's not like that in the gym.
Yeah, I mean, from what everybody can tell it's fake. And the thing is, like, it's all, but when he was winning and, you know, bounced back from his other loss, nobody was giving him looks. He doubled down on a persona and people are looking. And so,
He wanted it.
it's the business.
Yeah. Like, you
As much
wanted
as
that,
they're
now you
athletes,
gotta
it's-
deal with
yeah,
it.
and so he's bought in on it. He's committed to it. But a lot of people do say in person, like, he's a lot better. I think he's next in line. We'll see how the bridges get burned right now. Right now, this Kamaru Usman Tyron Woodley is going to be fun.
It is. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it. I think the champ's going to retain his belt just because he's like, people have had such problems.
Yeah.
I
have a ton of respect for him. You know, he's still a legend. I just got to go with my Henry guy this time.
Yep. What did my friend ask? I thought that I picked Askren to win. I picked Lawler to win. Wow.
I was the one who got Askren.
I thought I picked Askren to win. I think that was one of my picks with my heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I won.
Yeah. Oh,
So.
I was wrong. Shit.
Oof. Tyron Woodley saying he's knocking out Kamaru Usman. This is gonna be interesting. You know, Kamaru's team down there is a lot of amazing fighters at Hard Knocks 65. People really kind of overlooked it once the Black Zillions split up, but I mean, I know Henry has Greg Jones, Kami Barzini down there, who used to be with Joanna back at ATT. You know, they got a powerhouse team there.
Oh, they have a
So,
ginormous. You got Amanda Nunes down there.
Well, that's at ATT. At Hard Knocks, you got a ton of up-and-comers. You look at Henry's
Oh, there's a
video.
lot. Yeah, they have. I mean,
Kamaru, Robbie, you got
people
Mitrione,
don't
you got.
understand how deep shit is right now
That's
in the UFC.
a crazy good gym out there.
Mitrione's
Under one
awesome.
of the best in the business. You know, Henry
Yeah.
Hooft is
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm a big fan of
Oh man. Nigeria nightmare time.
This is
Heading
gonna
out.
be crazy. What do you guys
Let's
think
see.
is gonna happen?
Give us your picks.
Well, I could always go back there and see what the comments are. I could always go and look. Probably getting some hate, but that's alright.
If you
I don't
get
even
hate,
think
not
the
doing it right.
comments stay. I think the live chat goes away. Like after, I don't think you could keep them. So it's not really comments, it's live chat. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I don't really know.
Oh.
I don't really know how YouTube works. I would be sitting normally, but my cat stole my chair, so I'm now sitting on the edge of the chair.
Very relaxed walkout from Kamaru. He's out dancing on the way out having fun. This is good, you know. It's
Yeah, I
important.
like that.
The one thing that too is, excuse me,
No
these
problem.
walkouts, you know, it's about 2.5, almost 3 minutes in the UFC. Even in like small amateur shows, it's about 1.5 to 2 minutes
Oh,
you're
yeah.
seeing on the walkout. If you're super stressed all the time, it can be rough. But especially if you're that first guy, because you just went through everything, you don't want to, you know, end it there. You walk out, and then you got to deal with your opponent doing this,
Yeah.
plus the introductions, plus
Yeah.
everything else.
Oh, it takes a while,
It
absolutely.
takes a bit of time, so it's important to kind of keep yourself a little loose and limber, or
Yeah.
if you're the kind of guy that just dials
Yeah.
it in, then to do it there. But, you know, glad to see that nerves from this fight aren't getting to him, at least on the walk-in,
Yeah,
ever
he
getting
looks
ready.
really
Super.
relaxed. Like,
And I think that's how you got to be.
Yeah.
For, you know,
I mean, you don't want to be falling asleep, but you want to be feeling
wanna be
good
having
about it.
fun.
You don't want to be walking out with nervous energy.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I totally understand that, and I think he's got the right kind of energy right now. He looks really, just like I said, like super cool, calm and collected. Which I wouldn't expect anything less out of a championship fight. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Out of a title contender, you can't expect anything less. He is
Built like a
fucking
brick shit house.
jacked, bro.
Oh, Greg Jones just went to go give him a dap up and got rejected there for a minute.
Wow.
Rushed unless he's about to do it. There we go.
Ugh.
All the coaches.
Wow. He is big.
He's a built 170. There's the
Holy
man himself
shit.
right there. Henry Hooft
He's
and
just
Greg Jones. This
huge.
is
He's got a crazy team.
this is solid coaching staff, man. He coached Ryan Flair and Chris
Yeah.
Wade a lot.
They both come from great camps.
Oh yeah, this is an exciting fight. I think this is going to be one, a massive one.
Yeah.
I think, building off of the success here, depending on how this finishes, which we're going to find out soon, if for some crazy reason they don't decide to line up Colby Covington with the title shot, I think feed him to Askren. That'll be a fun one.
It would be a really fun one on their, the hype of it would be really great.
If there's a genuine distaste, but I think the winner here
Love
gets
to
it.
see them put Askren against Covington, and then, they're going to have to build Askren up to, I mean, they don't care. They'll give him a title shot just because he's a name.
Yeah.
You know
We'll
what I
see,
mean?
though. Well,
but
it's
I don't
tough.
want to see him get a title shot immediately. I want to see him.
No,
I
one,
wanna
two
see
more, I
him
think,
fight,
is
yeah.
to line up their wins. I think,
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley, I think they're trying to line up whoever wins here, but it depends on injuries,
Absolutely.
Perfect example, like when
Johnny
Tyron broke his
Walker,
hand, or
well,
Johnny Walker
yeah,
wins
with
his
his
fight
shoulder.
and then dislocates
Yeah.
his shoulder tonight. That's nuts.
Incredible. Incredible.
So,
It's crazy. And now, guys, we got a title fight in Tyrone Woodley and Kamaru Usman.
yes.
This is a title
Welterweight
fight,
title,
yeah.
170 on the line
Two
here.
title fights on one card. I love that. I love when they do
Followed
that.
by, we have 2 interims on the next one, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
a
think
part
so.
after, there's 2 interim. I'm going to top this up.
Let's see. Cat, you stole my fucking chair. What kind of bullshit is that? Yelling at my cat for stealing my chair. You're a jerk, chair stealer. This fight's gonna be fire, I think. I don't get nervous for like a fighter ever, but like in these two fights, it's a little nerve-wracking. So we got next to UFC is
That's an ESPN
March
Plus card.
9th, so that's next weekend. Fight night. Doesn't say how to watch it, but you said it's ESPN, and it's Derek Lewis is fighting.
Yeah, Luis Dos Santos.
Yeah, Juniors Dos Santos. So it's the Beast and JDS, and then Curtis Millender. Millender.
Pretty short drop off after the headlining card.
Yeah, this one's.
They had it up there a little while before. The thing with the ESPN Plus is I think they said they had 28 cards or 20 cards or so with ESPN Plus, like.
Yeah, it's only $4.99 a
and Fight
month.
Pass.
It's not that bad.
Well,
I
yeah,
tell
no,
people
it makes
just
you wonder
delete
if
it
you
when
want
they
to
don't.
keep doing Fight Pass.
Well, you know what I tell people? I'm not. What's the point?
I still have it, but I may be switching to Plus soon.
Yeah, I have ESPN Plus. I have that. It's $4.99 a month, and if you don't want it for like a couple months, if they don't have a card on, you can just delete it and unsubscribe, and then get it right back. Oh, that's a good one. The one with Darren Till and
Oh, that's gonna be great. Till and
George
Jorge
Masvidal. Yeah. And then you got Leon Edwards and Gunnar Nelson.
That's over in the UK, I believe, right?
This is
it's
in
in
London, yeah. And Dominic Reyes and Vulcan Ozdemir, yeah. Nathaniel Wood, Jose Quinones.
That's crazy. So
Yeah, it's a
Tyron's
pretty
on a
good
7-fight, unbeaten. He had the one draw, in his
Yep.
first fight with Wonder Boy. This is one of the best to ever do it. I always have GSP as the best welterweight, and to me, he's probably the best of all time.
I think GSP is the GOAT, in my opinion.
But, I think right behind that is Tyron Woodley. I
Yeah.
think he's in front of Matt Hughes to me. The amount of quality of people that
Yep.
he's beat, Tyron's done. The best of the best, knocked people out cold.
Yep.
It's tough. His explosiveness is hard to deal with. It's going to
Yeah.
be very interesting to see Kamaru, see how he handles a lot of the explosiveness.
I'm
see
excited.
if
My
he
cat
goes to the
moved.
takedown. There we go.
Oh, and it's UFC 236, and that's April 13th.
236. Oh yes, the day after I fly.
It feels like it's a lot,
It's 6 weeks away from yesterday. Today.
I'm so excited. That's
So,
Holloway
okay.
and Poirier,
Wow.
too.
5'9"
And
against 6 foot.
Poirier won their first fight.
Yes. It was Holloway's entrance to the UFC.
Yes, it was his
I didn't
debut
realize
fight,
that
so they're
term
both
was
different
5'9".
fighters now.
Oh, they've grown up in front of our eyes. Wasn't it like
Both of
7
them
years
have.
apart? No.
Both of them really, no, like both of them
It's
have
been
grown
5
up
to
in
7
front of
years.
our eyes, both of them have.
Oh yeah.
Poirier, I remember when he first started fighting in the UFC, I was like, oh, I thought he was just the cutest thing on 2 feet. I'm like, this guy. This guy is just adorable. Who is he? And I remember when Holloway started, so yeah, I like watching fighters grow up in the UFC. But yeah, that fight card, you got Holloway and Dustin Poirier 2, Kelvin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya. OSP, Ovince Peru is fighting Nikita Kirilov.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Eric Anders and Khalil Roundtree should be a great fight.
That's down in Atlanta, Georgia. This card, I believe. Correct,
Yeah.
right?
Montel Jackson and Andre
There we go, baby.
Sukmata. I can't pronounce this. That seems crazy.
Fighting at the blue corner, we got
Crazy card.
Kamaru Usman. What? One loss. I was
Yeah.
gonna say I thought he only had one loss.
You know, for not HD, it's pretty good quality,
it's
right?
right there.
Like, I don't care why people like it.
Unless you're doing a big watch party at home. Which,
Yeah, like, and you have a bunch of people. Yeah, exactly. Guys, it's going down. I am so excited right now.
Security walking him back to his section. This is awesome. I'm excited for this fight. One way or another, this is going to be an entertaining fight. I'm calling it here. That's the one gamble I will make.
What?
My pick. I said that's entertaining.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
my
this will
pick,
be
I'm still
entertaining.
sticking
The
to my
last
gun
fight
here
was
with Usman.
entertaining.
Yeah, this card, top to bottom, has been one of the best ones.
Yep.
Execution wise, because you've had plenty of cards that the UFC have had on paper that were just
Terrible.
supposed to be amazing and falling short
Like
of our
terrible.
expectations. And then some that fly under the radar. This one's been highly anticipated, and
Yep.
so far, up to the co-main event, been
It's
an
really
awesome
lived
fight.
up to it, absolutely. I think this is going to be really great, and the only reason why I haven't gone, I'm not going against Tyrone is because the last couple times that I did,
It's been his most.
because I was like, all right, somebody got to lose at some point, and he has not lost. So I'm like, you know what? I am not underestimating Tyrone Woodley and his awesomeness. Yeah, I'm done doing that. So I think that maybe the Stephen Thompson, the first one, was kind of changed
That was
my
the one
opinion
that,
in him.
yeah. Here we go now.
But after watching him fight Darren Till and piece him up like it was
Oh.
nobody's business, and
Till was not ready.
yeah,
Here we
he's
go.
had some great fights.
Like I said, my loyalty. I'm going with my heart here. Got to go with the man Kamaru. See how it pans out though. They're both focused and dialed in.
Oh, they look great. Tyrone's in fantastic shape. He looks
And
fantastic.
they got amazing referee and Mark Goddard in
Yeah,
there.
Mark Goddard is awesome. I agree.
Big overhand right attempt
Yeah.
by Tyron Woodley. Didn't land.
Nope, nothing connected,
Caught on
but that's
the-
all right.
caught on
You
the
gotta
hand.
go in there and throw something in, right?
I had a feeling it'd be I think there was going to be a little bit of a feeling out.
It's gonna, yeah, I
There's
feel
no
like they're gonna
surprise that
circle around
Usman's
each other
trying to
for
get
a
into
minute. Yep,
get a takedown.
yep.
And
I would be
Ooh,
patient
takedown
too.
attempt from Usman.
Yep, Usman went for the takedown.
guillotine attempt
and
from.
he actually got, but he fell right into a guillotine with
No, he's
Tyron
on the
Woodley
opposite
and-
side though. He's good.
yeah, he should be alright. That would be pretty incredible for him to pull that off, Tyrone, which I would not put anything past him, but
I mean, he's hanging out with the arm. I mean,
it's actually smart for him to do that because he's controlling Kamaru, and he's not,
Yeah.
he's probably not expending too much energy because of
Yeah.
the way that he has both arms. It's not like he's gonna gas one out. You know what I mean? Which we've seen that so many times.
Yes. Woodley's holding the chin here
Yep.
in half guard. I'm impressed by the takedown, but really good job of Woodley, maintaining him here.
Absolutely.
Woodley's going to look for a space so he can wall walk and get up now that he's against
Yep.
the cage. Kamaru, if
Which
he
will
can
serve
clear his
him
head,
very, very
there,
well.
now that he's clear, if Kamaru can get his back away here and clear his head, it's going to be a little tough, but Woodley's doing a great job getting his back against
Yeah,
the cage
but
to wall walk.
Kamaru's kind of pulling him away, so
Yep.
I don't know if you're watching that. Yeah.
Fucking him back.
Wow.
People are going to start trying to boo, and it's going to be interesting, but
Mhm.
this is one of the ways
Well, of course, because people want to see.
they want to see a slugfest.
Yeah. And I'm not into that. I want to see a really
The technicalities
competitive,
of it.
amazing fight. And I've been waiting to see somebody be able to compete with Tyrone Woodley and take him out.
I don't know if people have someone's gotten a takedown like this against him.
No, I don't think so. That's why I'm a little like,
It's-
maybe
it's-
my pick was wrong. But
Still early. 2 minutes in, you know.
Oh, it's super early. Look at what just happened with Ben Askren. I thought he was done. Like, that motherfucker's face is wide open. He looked
Back up to
mess.
the feet now. We're going to see if Ben Askren uses this kind of Kimura attack he's got over with the arm.
But you got Kamaru still in control.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone's trying to switch control. Now
the
it's
one
going
thing
back
that
into the
interests me
center.
is
Nope.
I know the volume that Usman can put out.
Well, that's what a lot of people are saying.
Going 4 to 5. If this goes into those later rounds, are we going to see this continued cardio? You know, are the jitters of being in this title fight actually going to kick up? I mean, he's looking crisp right now.
And Tyrone has no problems with going into later and later rounds.
He'll go late rounds, no issue.
Which is awesome, and that's, I mean, there's a testament to a fighter's, you know, durability, the level of their athleticism and experience as you see in later rounds in a fight.
Oh yeah. Takedown attempt number 2.
Takedown attempt from
single
Usman
switching
again.
to single. So we got
couple knees from Tyrone.
You know, in the wrestling credentials, 2-time D1 All-American versus 3-time D2 All-American and 1-time national champion. So it's kind of interesting to see in wrestlers think, nice 2 over there.
Usman was stalking Tyrone and flipped him twice. Now he's got him against the cage again.
This is good. I mean, if you're someone trying to take the belt from Tyron Woodley, unless you knock him out cold,
no, you're going to do it the smartest way possible.
We know he's gotten knocked out before, yes, but listen, this is what you're gonna have to break him down a little bit.
Well, and it's funny because if you look at the UFC maybe 10 years ago, you would have hardly gotten a decision and gotten the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly. They never gave it to anybody on a decision. It was Dana White coined the phrase, you had to beat the champion to be the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've given it quite a few times to the challenger on a decision, which is really crazy.
Mark Goddard separating the fight.
Well, I would have too. It was getting a little stale sitting against the cage. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
How long are you gonna let them get into it? Yep.
It was a couple mini shots there.
We're almost in a stalemate.
Yeah, no,
I forget which show I was watching. He's like, it was an
understandable.
impasse. I've been calling it stalemate the whole time. We were really at an impasse. Good word.
Okay. Usman got Woodley backing up, you know, still keeping this dominant position in the feet.
He's definitely controlling the fight.
Couple shots, takedown attempt from Woodley here, stuffed by Usman.
This is definitely Usman's round. By far.
Knee pick attempt, I'm sorry.
This is definitely Usman's round. And
10-9 Usman for sure.
For sure is right.
End of the round?
Yeah.
10-9
Definitely Usman. Definitely. He had the he had the control of the entire round.
Start to finish, I could say
against
maybe
the cage,
20 seconds
everywhere.
that there wasn't.
Everywhere he had control. Octagon aggression, you name it, the takedown.
I would wonder what his corner's going to say to him between this round.
I don't know. I wonder what they're going to say to Woodley.
Yeah.
By the way, step it up, motherfucker. Step it up.
Absolutely have to go forward.
Yep. Pretty much what I was saying
behind
with that
your jab,
saying.
yep.
This is...
Don't forget about your right hand.
I'd say Tyrone's toughest fight.
Yep. So, I mean, Dean Thomas, with some advice there saying go
Good
forward.
Advice.
Yeah. Go forward. I mean, Tyrone's
well, he can't fight scared. Because if
Yeah.
he fights scared, clearly Usman is going to destroy it.
It's going to keep it going. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, does he make the jump right now? Does it take a little bit more feeling out?
Oh, there's
Colby
that
Covington in the
cocky
crowd
son
with
of a bitch. He has a terrible
his old
smile.
interim title and his People's Champ t-shirt.
He has such a cringy smile. I can't. He looks borderline serial killer.
He's got a punchable face.
He's got punch face. He's got a serious serial killer crooked smile. I don't
Let's
like
see
it.
if
Punch
Woodley
face
implements.
people.
Yes. See if Woodley implements this jab and go forward right away, and then trying to set up his right hand, because it seemed like that's what Dean Thomas wants, that big overhand right to land.
Well, he can't be. He can't be. What's the word I'm looking? Not tentative.
Timid.
Yeah, he can't. He can't hold back.
He's going for those big shots
He
now, but
has
Usman's
to.
walking him forward. Oh, good leg kick.
Well, this is definitely his toughest opponent ever.
Oh yeah.
Like you could see it. You could see it, and it's like he knows.
Well, minus I believe Nate Marquardt and Strikeforce knocking him out, but in the UFC,
Yeah, but
I
I'm
would
saying
say
in the
yes.
UFC, this is his toughest challenge by far, and you're seeing it in the second round. Immediately, Usman again had octagon control,
Oh yeah,
aggression,
you know,
octagon aggression.
he threw 2 shots
effective.
immediately, Woodley, and
Yep.
then now he backed up, and now they're back
He's
in this
got him
over-under
against-
position
yep.
against the cage.
And that's it. You got Kamaru in dominant position again, controlling. But I don't know what Goddard's saying to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Goddard said something about the open finger.
Could very well
You know,
be.
he's doing a lot of good work. Usman, well, technically, I guess you could say stalemate. He's doing a lot of stuff with foot stomps, and a lot of stuff with like knees to the inside leg.
I mean, this isn't
Oh, big elbow!
a nice elbow on to trying to break away from the cage from Usman. He has great fight IQ.
Yes.
Or he's just watched a fuck ton of fucking Tyron's fights.
Big slam out of Kamaru Usman!
Usman with the slam and a half. This is such a bad
Wow.
fight. This is so bad for Tyrone.
This is amazing.
This is
Into the mount.
I don't think we've ever seen Tyrone look like in the UFC.
Tyron in the UFC has
dominated.
not had something like this happen to him.
No.
And this is for everybody who tried to say Kamaru
He's already
Usman doesn't
busted
belong
open,
in.
right? Tyrone's got a cut.
Tyron's got a cut on his head. We're gonna see if we get it.
Wow.
That was from the elbow, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And not for nothing, as much as I and this was not really just picked with my heart. This was because the last couple times that I went against Tyrone, he still won. So, this, and I've never been great with my main and co-main event because I usually pick who I want to win.
Yeah.
And even though I'm thinking, nope, it's what my brain. No, it's every time. I do really fantastic with the undercards. That's kind of my thing.
This is nuts. I can't believe we're seeing right now. I mean, granted, not too much damage has been landed right now.
Everybody slept on. Everybody slept on Usman. Yeah, Joe Rogan's saying the same fucking thing we are.
Yep.
If you guys are watching the UFC and listening to it, Joe Rogan's saying the same exact things we are.
Saying it's most dominant right now. We're seeing Woodley try to push down the left leg of Usman so he can try to recover to a half guard.
He's trying
there
to
we go. Now we're seeing some punches open up. You're gonna try to probably look to see Woodley buck up here and try to recover half guard.
I was just gonna say that at best he's gonna try to bump him up, and I would. That's the only thing you can do.
Now Kamaru's opening
dominated.
up with some punches.
Woodley's getting absolutely dominated on the ground, which you don't see often. So this is
This could be a 10-8 round. And now the issue comes under with the new unified rules. They're big focus on damage and duration and dominance. So he's having the dominance. They said, I believe, if you have 2 out of the 3, it's got to be a 10-8. And I mean, you got 1:40 left in the round, but spending 2.5, 3 minutes of this round in mount. That's duration and dominance right there. So we'll see how.
And even if Tyrone survives, my thought is how long can Kamaru keep up that pace and that?
How long can he keep doing this? He's still got 3 more rounds at the end.
We're really good. We're gonna be doing this for. I have a feeling you're gonna be my new fight
my new fight
buddy.
Pick. Oh, look for the wall walk right now.
We're gonna have to come up with a catchy name for it. My friend uses fight buddies, and then there's fight companions. So we're gonna have to come up with something really cool.
Oh yeah.
This is great. We could call it the breakdown before the beatdown or something.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, really awesome performance thus far. And the thing is, the
definitely.
fight's still not over. Oh, Woodley standing up.
And even if you can't make it for the fight, we can just double screen it. No, you can double screen it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, if I learned how to do that. Woodley is trying, but he is just getting.
It's looking like Woodley's attempting to mitigate the damage he's receiving, kind of keeping it
he's
pulled down.
trying to keep it at a minimum.
Did he recover half guard? It's kind of hard to see from here. Oh no. Had an arm attempt here by Kamaru.
Well, you know what? Honestly, Woodley just put himself into that position completely.
Yep. But I don't think this is nowhere
trying
near
to get out of the
finished.
position he's in, he could put himself in a terrible position. Usman is just softening him up.
Yeah, just
with some, punches
nice
to the ribs.
Punches. Everything adds up here.
Well,
definitely not where you want to
tickle.
end the round.
No, we get 10 seconds left in the second round.
I'm going 10-8 Kamaru.
Definitely 10-8 Kamaru. It's definitely going to, Woodley will survive this one, but gosh, what's going to happen in the next 2, 3? Because if it comes down to decision and Kamaru tires out, he doesn't look it.
They just mentioned the new scoring system, so that definitely means it has to be the 10-8. Big elbow. And then this beautiful slam.
We're good.
Awesome form there. The big thing that really helped him secure that takedown was keeping his hips below Tyron's and making sure that he got a nice, easy lift there. Tyron's corner saying shove him off, but don't go back in a straight line.
They're trying to tell him to keep his head off the
going
corners.
forward.
Yep. Unfortunately, we can't turn the sound up on the TV because we don't want to get our screen.
Don't get the
popped.
shutdown. Usman's
That
still looking
happens
good. I'm not sure if he
so
looks
many
tired.
times.
I mean, I know the new study that came out saying you should be leaning over instead of standing up straight. That whole stand up straight thing is bullshit.
Yep.
So he's doing a good job, trying to recover with this short amount of time.
Oh, we're still live. Cool. We're so excited, guys.
Let's see how this goes. We've got
This is
round
awesome.
3. Kamaru keeping his forward pressure here. Tyron's reacting very much so to everything that Kamaru's doing.
I just hope it stays on its feet because then I think Tyrone has a way
Big
better.
overhand right attempt. Yep.
I think he's just, if he can control the fight, and I mean, clearly not against the cage, but if he keeps it in the center of the octagon or at least on like that, the outside, but if he fucking lets it go against the cage, it's gonna get taken down because that's how
That's how it's gotten
mostly,
set up.
yeah.
I just want to see another
Well, it's
takedown.
again, it speaks to both of their
Beautiful
fight
knees.
IQs, and just Woodley's not able to employ what he,
Big
usually
punches
is.
right now to Usman in this
Yep.
clinch. But yeah,
Honestly, that could
that could break a rib.
Yeah, Woodley could get knocked out from those fucking rib shots because that's people would say, oh, they don't look like they hurt, but
No,
you're
those
taking
had some oomph
15
behind them.
fucking
Boom,
punches.
just getting his hips into it. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not sure that's expending a ton of energy from Usman.
It
Usman's
doesn't
doing a
look like
beautiful
it.
job
He
of
looks
implementing
like
wrestling.
he
He's
did in
looking
the
fresh.
first round. He doesn't look winded. He doesn't look like he's taken any kind. Tyrone doesn't look either.
Yeah, neither
like
look
tired.
winded.
But I really do wonder. Like this is in the third round. You know what I mean?
We still got 2 more after this.
What is the fifth
barring
round
the
going to
knockout.
look like? That's what I'm honestly interested in.
I'll be
see
completely
Usman in the fifth
content
round.
seeing this. Me picking Usman and liking him here. If we get this going from here, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
But this
I
is
don't mind. This
awesome,
is-
challenging
yeah.
performance.
If
Or
Woodley
challenger
loses, I'm
performance.
not going to be upset about it because this is a fantastic performance out of Kamaru Usman.
Mhm.
Like, fantastic.
Oh,
Wow, Goddard.
this will pay dividends. Yep, as Joe Rogan himself is saying, it's going to pay dividends in these later rounds. Now that it was ribs, I'm not sure. They could obviously fracture or they're tough,
Yep.
but those hurt every time breathing gets tougher.
Oh, big time. This is going to,
But-
we're probably going to see the crowning of a new champion tonight. And I'd be
It's tough.
really shocked.
I mean, Woodley
If
only
he
has to
did it.
land his one shot. That's the thing.
Well, he has the ability. He has one punch knockout ability.
Yep.
Oh, that was a nice, he ducked under really nicely. Ooh.
A couple good shots
Got
getting thrown right at
tagged
the end
by
of that
fucking
exchange
Kamaru,
by
yeah.
Kamaru. Woodley's not coming forward. Big overhand
Nope.
right missing. Get back in this clinch over under against the cage.
I mean, it's so bad for him to be getting punched the way he is still. Like, it's just scary.
Just
It's gonna,
repeated shot to the
and
ribs.
and it knees to the. Nice shoulder. Threw in a nice shoulder.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah, Woodley's
never
looking
seen
for just a
Tyrone
KO.
really completely fucking.
Dominated.
Yeah, never.
But
Not in years.
I'm so torn on this. Obviously, I want to keep seeing this go, but like we've kind of said before, and even Joe Rogan, Dominic Cruz just mentioned, all it takes is one good punch here.
Yep.
How much is it going to pay dividends?
Yep.
That's MMA. It's obviously always going to be able to end at when it
I'm
happens.
just afraid
but-
we're gonna see Tyrone like crumple from one of those shots,
Oh yeah.
and it's gonna be like over from like just a rib break or something crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of course, he's smart enough to know that.
Oh, they're talking shit to each other now.
Well, I'm glad because he's not tiring out, so that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be good.
See if Goddard breaks it up now. Minute 28 left.
I think that.
He does.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Even
the
Joe
separation
Rogan doesn't
call.
understand it. Yep.
He's working
They were
to
active.
score.
They were both working. I mean, it's better off for Tyrone to
It's
not
better
be-
for Tyrone,
yeah,
but the thing is,
that's-
like,
it's a referee shouldn't make
it's not that
kind
they're
of call.
doing nothing.
No, they were working.
He's still working, but listen, Goddard's a good ref. I'm sure we'll see.
He is a great.
Oh!
Oh!
Big overhand right just landed
Kamaru
from
got
Woodley.
tagged. He's back up and just maybe wallowed
But
for a couple
Kamaru
seconds.
just came back forward.
Come on, Woodley.
Woodley running back now, trying to bait him in. I guess that shit talk may have got him fired up.
Woodley can definitely knock
Ooh,
him out.
couple
with
good
one
punches from
punch.
Usman. But that too did have a little bit less power. Big elbow over
Yeah.
the top again.
Yep. Kamaru looks great. I mean,
Takedown attempt
Tyrone
from
doesn't
Woodley
look
stop.
bad, but he looks
Tired. Now.
a little like, oh, I can't believe this.
I think he's
really
shocked
going the
that
way
it happened.
is. Yeah.
You know, and listen, 24 seconds now against the cage, back against the cage. You have one
Honestly, I think
strong
a lot of
overhand
people,
right.
a lot of people probably have the same reaction we do. Like, what?
Oh yeah,
What
there was
the
a big
fuck is
overhand
really
right
going
there,
on?
but
Are we really watching Tyrone
Potential.
get pieced up?
yes. Listen, I have it.
We're both like,
10 seconds. Yeah. 3 rounds. Yeah. One glancing right hand was it that lost power. Boom, 15 down, 10 to go.
Kamaru doesn't even look tired. Tyrone
Kamaru
looks
looks
like...
good. Tyrants looked like those body shots are starting to pay dividends.
I hope they don't call the fight off right now.
Oh, there's not. There's
Just
nothing.
his face, the way he sat down, I'm like, ooh. Yeah, he looks defeated already. Not like he's not going to come off
Din
the
Thomas
stool.
is really appealing to, a sense of manhood in
Yeah.
Tyron.
No, because he
You
does.
back
He
down on
looks,
your mouthpiece and start going forward. Yeah, it looks like he's getting broken.
yeah, he looks defeated, like mentally. But you know what? At the end of the day, he's not getting hurt. He's not in. You know what I mean? So he's not being.
Yeah,
He's
not,
being put in compromising positions, but he doesn't.
He's being controlled, but he's not being, put out of the fight.
No, he's not.
But
He's
here we go.
taking little to no damage on his face.
Yeah.
His ribs might be hurting, but if you look at him, he looks fine. So
Yeah,
he's not
he's
getting.
got to do something. He took 120 shots to the body.
Wow, but how and honestly, in that
Intensity.
position, they're not as hard as they could be full
yeah.
swing, but they do affect and
It
yeah,
adds
they are
up.
hard. Absolutely.
Now,
Wow.
I think this round we're going to start to see Tyron try to push the pace a
Push
little
it.
more
I
forward.
hope so. I hope they should have just given him the fucking Christopher Walken speech that he gave to in Pool Hall Junkies.
Boom,
Now,
but I mean,
just
Usman
beat
just
him,
came
kick
back
his
forward.
ass.
I'm loving this right now.
This is a fantastic fight.
Like I said, I'm a big Henry guy. I'd love to see one of his guys pick this strap up. Usman hasn't been getting the respect that he deserves as a challenger. Just
Definitely not.
Kobe's there. Oh, guillotine attempt.
Ooh, he went right into that. Ooh, Tyrone's. Oh.
And he's out. Boom.
Oh, that was a
So
really
he
bad.
jumped.
No,
He
that
went
was
to
a
jump for
bad
the guillotine.
idea. That was
Now
a
wound
bad
up on
idea
bottom.
because they're so sweaty at this point
Yes.
that Kamaru just
But he's
slipped out, and now Kamaru's in a better position than Tyrone, and that's what made me nervous when he went for it immediately. I was like, oh no, not a good time. Earlier in the fight, that would have worked.
Both
But you're doing that
sweaty
to a
now.
guy that's sweaty as fuck, and your arms are sweaty as
Yeah,
fuck. That
and-
is not a good recipe for
see
a
if he
fucking
stands up here.
guillotine. That was like a flying guillotine too.
Yeah, his head was centered. He jumped.
Yep.
He thought, for about 3 seconds, it looked really close.
2.5
then
seconds. It was a good idea. Yeah.
Now we're seeing Woodley on top Woodley on bottom. I'm sorry, against the cage from Kamaru.
Yep.
You
Kamar's
know,
trying to pry him off the cage. Woodley's trying to
Survive.
wall walk, I guess. I mean, but he's not
He's
at this
not
point.
get-
He's just
He's not working to
looks
get
like
his
he
back
wanted
against the
to.
cage and climb up.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting turn of events so far tonight. I mean, I'm starting to think Kamaru may have broke Woodley because it seems like
Mentally,
he's fighting desperate.
look at his face. He completely mentally broke him. Woodley never looks like that.
Yep, and now we have to see if Goddard does another stand up here on the action and gets them up to the feet.
Then is somebody being
depending,
paid off?
No, but I think at that point, listen, at any point on the feet, Woodley can land the shot that ends the fight.
Absolutely.
That's listen, there's no other way around it.
if they're
but
if they're gonna pry them apart and they're
Yeah,
they're
so,
working,
and
but
now it
Goddard
matters,
doesn't like when you're just staying holding position. He
Yeah.
wants you to.
he wants you to work.
Yeah.
I love Goddard. I think he's the top official in my opinion.
Honestly,
I don't
it makes
always
a
agree
lot
with
of
the
sense.
stand-ups. But now I'm just interested to see because
Yeah.
this dictates you're taking the position away.
Absolutely.
And the guy on bottom isn't working to get up either. So we'll see.
So if they're
as
both
I say
not
that-
doing any or advancing,
Yeah.
which is something to be said for that, you have to be advancing.
If one's trying, the
And-
other's not, or genuine.
I have a friend that's a head official, and he was saying that like you have to advance position. You can't just sit there and do nothing. Yes, you're controlling the guy, but if you're just laying on him, that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's not going to win you
You're
a
not
fight.
landing. You're not landing the heavy shots or doing something.
Yeah,
And
it
now we're
won't win
seeing
you a fight.
2:20 left in this round. We got Kamaru still again.
This is
back
in the
against
fourth
cage.
round,
Fourth
yeah.
round.
I mean, I can't believe he's not tiring out.
I'm floored
This
from the
is so much
domination we've
energy.
seen. Nice shoulder shots there. He's driving his shoulder into the chin and nose.
You know where they started that in? I mean, not that they started it, but it's a big thing
Oh.
in PFL because they can't throw elbows.
Yeah.
So they throw shoulders, which I think is
Shoulders are
a
awesome.
very
It's useful.
underestimated.
Those things hurt.
Yep.
You saw the look on Tyron's
Yeah.
face because he caught it square under
Yep.
his nose.
It's a super underestimated thing is throwing a shoulder into somebody.
You gotta
'cause,
watch
like, you're
for
putting
those
all your body weight into it.
Yeah, it's a short.
Yeah.
Oh, what
got
a
him standing him
stand-up.
up. Wow. What did he do?
Was it for a headbutt? Or, no, he said it's a fight. Wow,
Because he's laying on him.
It's
And
a fight that he's winning though. This is a terrible. Ooh.
Ooh,
Uppercuts.
good for Woodley.
Uppercuts
Straight
landing for
uppercuts in
Woodley.
the clinch. Tons of them. Just keep going. Woodley, keep on doing it. Keep fucking him up if you can.
That was a very, very bad stop.
Yeah, but you want to know
though.
what? This says it speaks to the same theory of mine with the
Nice uppercut now
nice
from
uppercut
Kamaru.
from Kamaru. The Robbie Lawler fight.
Woodley's rocked.
Not the Robbie.
Oh my lord!
Woodley's gonna get knocked out in 2 seconds because I can't see.
Woodley's getting teed. He's getting teed off on Kamaru Usman.
Oh, I'll be wrong twice tonight. Yo,
Big knee attempt from Woodley that did not land. Now we're seeing
land.
Usman keep teeing off against the cage.
And he's defending himself, so it's not.
It's not to get stopped, but if he gets dropped.
No, but you know what? I really hope that he can survive it. I'm hoping he survives it.
Big uppercut.
No, because if he can tire the shit out of Kamaru, that 5th round may be Tyrone's.
Double leg attempt here from Usman.
I hope he can survive this 27 seconds.
He's going to survive it, but that was big shots landed.
Well, think about it. That could have been such a fucking energy expenditure on both of their parts that I think that hopefully Tyrone's experience will show a little bit more in this
I'm hoping we'll see more of the same, man. That I still think 10-9 this one.
It's been a great fucking fight.
Yeah.
Fight of the night so far.
Yep. He's standing straight up. I mean, that was close.
But this is the same idea of the fight of
boom.
Of them calling Askren Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, a ref's job.
Oh man, Tyron looks busted.
He looks, he doesn't
mentally.
look happy. Their only job, he is. Their only job is to keep the fighter safe.
Mm-hmm.
And to follow like what their, what the rule set is, right? And if that's their job to keep the fighter safe, like once you're locked in a cage there, right? It's up to their discretion. It is the referee's discretion, 1,000%. If they keep the fight going. Is he crying?
Yep.
He is?
When you were punching.
Was he really
We're saying when you're punching, you're doing good. It seemed like it. I'm confused.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Well, he hasn't been in this position in a very long time.
Yeah.
Woodley has not been. Like, is he crying? I feel so bad.
One more round here.
Wow. Yeah,
he needs a knockdown. Yep, Henry Hoof just said it himself. He needs this knockout to win. So let's see if we can get the Nigerian Nightmare. 5 minutes of pressure.
Woodley looks just so defeated. He looks like me, when I'm about to fucking finish my pool game and I know that the person's got like a 6-ball lead on me and they're just like, if I fuck up one defensive shot, that's it.
Let's go. We'll see this.
And he literally, if he fucking, that's why his hands are up. Because if he
has
drops
his right hand
hands,
ready to shoot.
He is in trouble if he drops his hands. So Woodley needs to really play this very smart.
He needs to get behind his jab and really land his right hand hard.
I mean, he should be happy that he
big
survived
single leg
that.
attempt from Kamaru
He
into a
should be
guillotine.
happy he survived that. I didn't think he was going to. Woodley, don't get fancy. Don't freak out. Just keep cranking on that. Do you think he can get in there?
He's got his chin tucked. I mean...
I just don't want to see him fucking tire his arm out.
Now, yet again,
I mean, they got
work.
It's the 5th round.
Well, it's the call for work right now again from Goddard. See if he breaks this in. Oh,
yeah.
He just called for a work.
Well, hopefully, I mean, honestly, if he breaks it up, I just don't want to see Tyrone waste too much energy on that arm. So he has that you know what I mean? Because he looks tired in general.
I just want to see this round. I want to see this end with Usman getting this belt.
Yeah, this isn't going to win him.
Tyron got slammed by this.
But if he fell
because he committed to the guillotine.
If he fell into it in a good position for Tyron's done.
Tyron would have had to jump and keep his legs wrapped around on the slam here. He committed to the guillotine.
Which would have been better for him in that respect.
Yes. Now we just need to see Usman break through with his right leg to achieve
no one ever knows anything about MMA. Talking about like, what? And I'm like... Yeah, I got all pissy because I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
The Von Flue show, hardcore. I'm just like really.
We're seeing a stalemate right now. We're gonna see if.
We're seeing the destruction of a champion.
This is domination. I have every single round thus far.
I love you. This is
round.
Domination. It is.
There we go. Now, I'm trying to get a visual here of what I think Tyron's trying to push down on Kamaru's left leg to recover guard and really hope that he can get this guillotine.
I'm just blown away. And who the fuck is gonna beat Kamaru Usman after this? You know what I mean? Like, good luck finding anybody to beat that son of a bitch, because I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nope. Yep. It's this fight. Watching this now makes me really glad that Colby didn't get the title shot.
Well, he would have lost.
Yeah, he's only been.
This is a competitive
He's only been
fight.
training for 7 years.
This is a crazy.
You know.
Yeah, it's
LaFleur,
incredible.
Ryan LaFleur was telling me prior to this, he's like, listen, or not to me, but he posted about knowing before this, and we've mentioned tomorrow, he said, dude, this guy's a tough motherfucker. You know, he posted about this, and we're seeing 2 minutes left to go in this fight. I don't think Goddard should stand this up. We're seeing work on top.
No, if he stands this up,
it's going to be a big issue, but seeing
And at what
Wolwalk, he should be
point-
talking to the foot. Good job by Goddard about hooking the feet. But now he's got to go back to it, because Woodley keeps hooking his foot into the fence to walk.
At what
And Goddard
point,
should be warning him. It should be a point
Nope.
after a
and
moment.
at what point does Goddard, you know, like, do they not hold refs accountable for keep on, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
for making
We'll
questionable
see. Oh,
calls?
good guard recovery right now from
Yep.
Woodley. And stepped right back over to Kamaru.
Okay, he's just he's a problem for Tyrone.
Advanced basics, as I usually like to
You
say.
know,
Like,
he's a big problem.
he's dominating
for Tyrone.
him right now. Like, it's just
Wrestling out.
out-wrestled. He
Yeah.
out-wrestled him. He didn't get
Wrestler
caught into a
out-wrestling,
crazy striking
wrestling,
exchange.
yeah.
Now we're seeing
Yep.
some
They had a couple good striking
Couple good
exchanges, but
exchanges.
nothing like
Tyron's best chance was that overhand in the
Tyrone's
third
grabbing
round.
for the. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's how he's in
He's trying to find a way
desperation
out.
right now. He's in desperation.
Yep. You know.
I don't think we've ever seen Tyrone Woodley in desperation. I mean, he's
No.
being smart. Defense is.
He's not
that's all
taking
he's got.
as much damage.
No,
but
he's not.
He's getting controlled the entire way through.
He's completely dominated, but he's not taking too much damage. It's pretty incredible. That he's not going to feel like
Stay
shit the next couple
busy.
days.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stay busy. Claim from Goddard.
He's not going to stand the
Yeah.
ball for 45 seconds. I mean, he might, but I doubt it.
Nice knee to the body
He
from
can't
guard.
stand. If he stands him up, they should consider about getting rid of him as a referee because it's.
They'd have to evaluate his performance there. I mean,
420%. Yeah.
usually his explanations have been pretty spot on for stuff, but I can't see another stand up here.
No, you
Good
can't.
shoulder
You can't
shots
come out
landing.
with an explanation for this. They're both working. Like, I get it's not what the fans want to see, like paper fans.
There
but
he
who
is,
gives a
standing
fuck?
up attempt finally
Yeah.
now. Oh, let's see if it gets his guillotine.
With 19 seconds, if he could fucking, if Tyrone could sneak in a fucking guillotine in 12 seconds, which is not gonna happen, we're about to see the crowning of a new fucking champion. Holy shit!
Yep. Out grappled, out wrestled, just
Wow.
new champ, baby.
Wow.
Usman up.
Wow.
First time Kamaru Usman's daughter comes, and man, I think he gets it. The Nigerian Nightmare pulled it off. Wow.
Holy shit! I can't believe that just happened.
I
mean, I can.
He's the best in the world.
like-
Shut up. My opinion, right here.
That was a
5
shot.
rounds to none with 1-10-8 round.
Yeah, oh no, it was definitely 5-1, if not all 5 rounds. And I'm thinking all 5 rounds.
Yeah, they had a good trade up. Was that the 4th round where they just they
I think he
started
took
trading?
all 5.
No, I'm saying the 4th round
Yeah.
they had their exchange.
I mean,
but-
what do you think? Did Tyrone even get around? No. There's no way.
Yeah. Damn, big move.
Oh, that's
Second
right.
man to get that new Power Rangers
Yeah.
belt.
I think it's ugly as sin. Oh, and his manager is fucking.
Ali Abdelaziz, yes.
Wow.
Let's see, baby.
That was incredible. That was incredible. Sorry we're on our phones, but we're like,
I just
I'm
had
sure
to
you
answer.
guys
I
are
had
all
a
on
few
your
texts
phones too
saying,
right
you
now,
know, what's
freaking
going
out.
on. Here we go.
Wow.
50, 44. 50.
That's right. Wow. Wow. I don't think anybody thought that was going to happen anytime soon. And you know what? I'm kind of glad it did. To show that Tyrone is beatable at that
Everyone's
level.
beatable at every
Yeah.
level, baby.
But it just shows so much that a whole division, although I don't fucking see anybody beating that motherfucker
Let's see.
anytime soon.
I can't believe it. Let's see what they say.
Wow. Holy shit.
Complete.
We just can't have it too loud
domination.
only because of the
Yep.
the copyright.
Absolutely.
But wow. Joe Rogan is like blown away. We're blown away.
Okay.
Wow. He's right. I don't think anybody's gonna beat him. I
No.
really don't. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to beat that son of a bitch. He is a fantastic fighter. And the only reason why I called it the other favorite was because every other time I was fucking wrong and I got fucking completely Tyrone Woodley put me in my place and I fucking went against him every time, and this time I was like, nope, I'm not going against him. I'm not gonna do it, and damn it.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Fantastic fight. Oh, we have a huge chat going on.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow.
Much respect from.
Guys,
Tomorrow
I didn't even know
just
we had
said that-
people chatting, and I just checked out of nowhere.
He just gave respect to somebody that, you know, a lot of shit talking, glad seen to the side.
Wow. Thanks for watching, guys, by the way. Wow. I didn't know we had a bunch of people
That's
watching.
real as hell. Real as hell from Kamaru. Said there's a lot of fickle, fair weather fans, and you gotta still give him his respect.
It's so true, though. We talk about it all the time. Paper fans, it's ridiculous. Wow. He's a really cool dude. I just like.
Oh, yeah.
I became a huge fan of Kamaru Usman tonight, guys. I mean, not that I didn't like him before, and not that I wasn't excited to see him fight Tyrone, but what a really humble, cool ass son of a. I love him. This is great. This is great. I can't even.
Yes. Shout out to Henry.
Yeah.
He was there.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I wonder if they're gonna. No, he's not gonna interview Tyrone.
I think he is.
Oh yeah, because he didn't get knocked out. That's his kind of his rule is when
he gets knocked out.
Yeah, Tyrone's not gonna fucking retire on that note. But I mean, I don't think he's gonna beat this guy. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like unless he's fine without being the champion. I mean, he has a great career in being in one of the not commentators, but he's an analyst.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's Rashad Evans. I don't know if you just saw
Rashad
him.
cornered him, yep.
Yeah, seen Rashad in the back. Is he a Hall of Famer yet?
Not yet.
He should be.
No. It's
Oh.
tired.
He looks like he's gonna cry. I would too. No, he doesn't. See, and this is why I like Tyrone. He's like not even. He cried about it. He knows he, got beat. He plain and simple got outclassed. No excuses. I love him. I mean, he could. They could run it back, but that was a dominant performance out of Usman, and I don't think there's any reason to run it back.
If they didn't give Stipe the rematch, I don't
They
think
can't
they're
give it
gonna
to him.
No, they can.
I mean, they can, but I don't think it would be stupid because
That's a dumb precedent.
Yeah.
The thing is,
does.
make him one win and go back.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I
still
thought that
think
was a
Covington,
fantastic.
Usman's the move.
No, I think it should be. Well,
And then
I think Covington should have to fight Askren, but they are gonna do.
let's
I
see.
guarantee you, it's gonna be Covington Usman. It has to be.
Yep.
It has to be, unless they give it to Tyrone just because, which they might.
Let's see. We got
There's
cringe,
Covington waiting for
cringe
it.
champs
Yep, cringe-worthy champ.
holding the old school belt from when
He's
he won the
so
interim title,
gross.
thinking that he deserves to be in this right now.
He doesn't.
Let's get this fight going
He's a
after.
fucking tool, and it's got nothing to do with his political shit. It's just he's a fucking tool. He's a tool. I can't stand his ass. I didn't know we added so many people in our chat. Go us. That means we
The
must
new
have a pretty
champion.
good streak.
Is that Jeff
going on.
Nowitzki? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait, what is
shit!
going on?
Usman had to get walked away from Colby.
Colby's an idiot. He can't just let somebody enjoy the fact that they just, you know what I mean? And you know that wasn't Usman going up to him. You know that was Colby fucking starting shit. And, you know, the guy just fucking won a belt. You don't do that.
Yeah, well, he was standing cage side and tried to start some shit. Like,
Yeah.
he'll get his.
Oh, he goes up to the press. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fighters come up to us. I've had quite a few come up to me after fights, but I love watching that. I think that's really, it's just a nice thing to do because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we do a lot of work.
Oh shoot! I didn't recognize Rumble right there. Looking
Rumble's
big.
fucking huge. He is ginormous.
300 pounds.
I think he's gonna come back.
Heavyweight.
Ortega. Yeah, no, I really think that Rumble's gonna come back. Oh no, he's doing bare knuckle boxing. He can't. That's right. Well, he can.
No. He's only doing athlete development with them.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
fighting.
He said he would come back, but I forget what.
Heavyweight.
For. Yeah.
Some other options.
I wouldn't mind seeing Rumble. I love Rumble. Although I have to say, if I was him, I don't really know what happened with his last fight and when his coach didn't get into the kid. But that was one of the most atrocious displays I've ever seen out of a coach in my entire life. I teared up. Because, like, I love Rumble, and his face is like, I don't know where my coach is. I'm like, don't do that. You don't abandon your person.
I'm so like I don't
You
know.
don't-
Like
you
I don't
don't
know what
abandon
happened in the
your fighter.
backstory. I really don't know why, Rumble said, even he said in his interview, I told my family and friends, like, if you love me, don't come watch this fight.
Yeah.
So that I was a huge Rumble fan. Me and my friends actually,
I fucking
bet on
love
him.
him.
And so that part really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, he was, like, saying that he, like, asked his friends and family not to show up, like, and he did the exact same thing that he did the first time.
Yeah.
You know, he had opportunity to stand. It's tough.
I think he
But
was
we'll
halfway
see.
out the door.
I think
you
it
know
was
what
halfway
I mean?
out. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny, you see that when people are halfway out the door, you see them lose. Like Ronda Rousey, when she was halfway out the door to WWE, she lost. When Gina Carano was halfway out the door to fucking Hollywood, she lost to fucking Cyborg and never turned around and came back.
Never bounced back. You see it a lot. So
Conor McGregor. I mean, it's just happened so much. I hope they don't do a rematch of Conor and fucking Khabib yet. That needs to be built up.
They're gonna do the winner of this next match of.
I would love to see fucking Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor before I saw Conor.
Yeah.
Before I saw.
Let's do it at 55. Make the money.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I think they're gonna go with Cowboy, but I hope so. That's another money interesting fight.
Absolutely, it'll be either
Dad
way.
Cowboy
it'll be a
is
great
awesome.
Fight. What?
Dad Cowboy.
I love him. Cowboy's the shit. He's one of my favorites of all times. He's just a great dude. He really is. I think that's going to be a really good fight. I don't know. A lot of people are, again, talking shit about Israel, but he's young. He's the man. So young.
I think Israel pulls that off.
And your job isn't to, necessarily knock the person out. Your job is to win the fight.
Yeah.
So he won the fight at any, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He won the fight. It was, like, fans are just crazy. They don't realize that, that's your job. Your job is not only to win the fight, but your job is to be able to get to the fight to win the fight. Because I like when people sit there and I'm like, dude, you guys just don't get it that at the end of the day, if you don't make weight, you don't get to fight. You don't make money.
Yep.
Like, as fighters, okay, how about this? I'm an amateur pool player. I have all my plaques and shit over there. I have trophies over here, over there. I play in tournaments all the time to go to Vegas or to go to Tennessee or up to Canada. There's a tournament at the end of the month in Pennsylvania I'm debating on going to, but I think I'm going to do a doubles tournament out east, and if I win that, I go to Vegas in May. I have like...
That's a winning combo right there.
Do you know how many chances I have to go to Vegas a year? I have like 4 chances a year to work my ass off, practice, pool is billiards, 8 ball, and 9 ball is a complete game of precision, right? And it's a game of patience. It is a game of chess. You have to be extremely smart. It is a very hard game. And if you play it right, like a fight, and I compare it to fighting, because you have an offensive game and you have a defensive game, and sometimes defense wins championships.
Absolutely.
I've won so many games just by being able to make the other person not make a shot or making them scratch. So I got like an easy shot on the 8 ball or 9 ball. You know what I mean? I've done it so many times where I'm like, I'm gonna screw you on your last 2 shots. I'm just gonna take over.
Yeah.
And I do it all the time, and it's just smart. People get mad. They get really mad. They get mad when you do that, and I'm like, it doesn't matter how I won. I won the fucking game.
At the end of the day, it's getting the W.
It's a W to W any way you look at it. So that's kind of my thing, is doing it in a defensive manner. But it's both of them are a chess game, and so is fighting. You know, it's all, you have to have extremely great fight IQ. And apparently my friend was saying the other day, he's like, you really know how to play pool. I'm like, yeah, no, I've been playing for 20 years, so I know the game of pool. I know, you know, how it's played. I know what you do. I also play with professionals. I could count on my hand how many of my friends should be professionals, how many were, how many right now play in the pro tour. I just did a video, instruction video with Tony Robles. He had to teach me to pronounce his last name. Yesterday I went to his house and I shot a production video for a product that's coming out in the billiards world. I can't really talk about it until it's launched. But it was how to use it, and he was, because it's called the chalk shaper. So he was also teaching you how to use the product and how to chalk your cue. Because a lot of people will take their stick and they hold it, you know, straight up and down, and they chalk it, and there's like 1 million particles per stroke of chalk. So you stroke it, you got 1 million particles of chalk falling out. But chalk also is acid based, almost all chalks from the beginning, so it will go right through the wood. And it's not that it's going through it, because when it's falling and you're holding it, it's falling on your hand and it's falling on the cue. So you're sitting there, while as you're stroking, you're pressing it in. So it's eating away at the film on the outside. So it gets down to the wood, and that's why you see a lot of people's cue sticks are blue at the top. Mine aren't, because I know how to chalk a cue. So what you're supposed to do is hold it at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, and you spin it, and you just let it, and it doesn't like make a big, it's very strange how it's done, but there's a proper way and an improper way. So I did a whole video with him. I'm actually going to edit it all tomorrow. Really, really excited about that. And apparently he really liked my work and was talking to my friend that got me the gig, and we're going to talk about doing like doing pool instruction videos. And he's a pro pool player, so.
Good avenue there.
And guess who he's really good friends with?
Who?
Joe Rogan.
No.
He's a pool player.
Oh yeah.
Joe Rogan's an avid pool player, so I'm going to try to, next time they're in New York, I'm going to have Tony contact him before they come to New York and try to like film a pool tour, like a pool match for money or something between the two of them. Get like backers, or you know, get sponsors that won't be very hard at all, to get a sponsor to put the money up. And have them take half the winner, take half the money, and take the other half and put it towards whatever charity of their choosing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put that together, but I'm gonna put it together like the face off at the cues, like it's gonna look just like a fight.
Smart planning. Man.
Right?
That'll be fun. Now you just gotta make it happen. Hope that they come back to know MSG.
It'll be in the summer. It'll be in the summer. Remember, they come usually 2 or 3 times a year. It's MS. Even if they're in New York or close to it, he goes to Amsterdam Pool Hall every time.
Interesting.
The night before the fight. So Friday night he goes and shoots at Amsterdam, and plays for money. And I told my friend, I was like, let's contact him a month before so we know he's gonna be there. We'll set it up. We'll talk to the owners of Amsterdam just to let them know, and see if maybe we can do ticket sales.
Make some money off of it.
You know, and put the proceeds towards this. You know what I mean? Make it where it's like
worth the while.
Yeah, and for them to want to do it.
Oh yeah. No.
You know? It would be really, really cool. So he was like, is he going to be at the expo? I'm like, I don't know. There's a pool expo in Pennsylvania with a big tournament. I don't think I'm going to go. I might go to it just to get a new case, because my case is really fucking old, and I could use something that's like a backpack where it's got the double straps. I was going to do an MMA class last week, but the problem is that the 2 good nights that they had coincided with my playing pool the next day. And I get sore from playing pool, so I can't imagine how I'm going to be after doing a little MMA or something. even kickboxing. So I gotta try to do it maybe like a Friday or whatever.
Space it
It's
out.
all the way in which is way too far. It's 45
Hop,
minutes
skip,
away.
and a jump away.
So I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
As much as I want to, I don't think it's gonna happen because of that. So I want to find somewhere out here that's, maybe I could come in on a time when they don't have a lot of people, or a place that isn't even that busy.
Mhm.
That maybe we could do some kind of like a barter sponsor where I'm not, paying too much, because I obviously, you got to pay people. That's not right not to, but also to be able to promote the shit out of their
Oh
place.
yeah. Be awesome.
That's my thought. I definitely want to start working out again. I miss it.
You gotta get on it.
I miss it. I'm gonna be really hesitant because of my shoulders. Like,
Yeah,
if I get
take
put in an
baby
arm
steps.
bar and Kimuras, I'm gonna freak out. I've been put in Americana. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and yeah, it was by somebody that's never even done MMA. That what was his name? Pete Sell showed him how to do it, and it didn't really hurt. Thank God he didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's why it didn't hurt too
couldn't
much.
hurt
But
worse,
yeah, immediately I was like, oh, I'm tapped out. It was so funny though.
John Jones now making his cage. Anthony Smith just came in.
Yeah, we got
Of course,
Anthony
he's walking
Smith in
out
the
to
cage.
"We Are the Champions." I did my sentence but committed no crime.
Love it. I actually happen to say I love that, and I love Queen. Oh, this one he does his helicopter thing, and like the last time, almost hit one of the
He
guys
almost
in
hit the
there.
dude. That was at the weigh-in
Or he
thing
did hit
yesterday.
him. No, he did this too at the last fight, and he hit the guy on his left. It was great. John Jones is like, I'm on ecstasy right now.
It's interesting that they put the lion with his next to his face, especially since Lionheart is his opponent.
Right. Very weird.
Gets his own little walkout mix-up too between the champions and the champ this year.
Yeah. Oh, so somebody gave him a nice little mashup.
He's used that.
Are they even allowed to do that?
He's done that his last 2 or 3 fights, I believe. So.
I'm like, are they even allowed? I guess so. They could pretty much do whatever the fuck they want, right? He dances like such a cornball.
You gotta give him credit. He's enjoying himself.
Honestly, I respect that of him. He should. He's been given a fucking second fucking chance, a saving grace in his fucking shit show of life. John Jones is his own worst enemy.
Yeah, the only person that can truly defeat him. But we'll see if.
I said that the other
who's
day.
he going out to hug real quick?
John Jones will beat himself.
Yeah.
I don't know who he went to go
I
hug.
think he went to go hug his wife or kid
Mom,
or someone
something.
maybe. I don't know.
If you guys don't know, John Jones is from Endicott, New York. Pretty cool little tidbit
Located
of
upstate New York.
information. What?
Yeah, upstate.
Yeah, Endicott. Yep.
Let's see how this pans out. Jackson's MMA, won tonight, starting out with Diego Sanchez with his TKO.
Oh,
Mickey
he looked
Gall.
great. Diego looked fantastic. Nobody thought he was going to win. I'm like, yeah, no, he is. Listen, I'd love to see John Jones get knocked out, to kind of like the Tyrone Woodley thing, where you just want to see somebody of that caliber be able to beat.
Yeah, you
John
want to see that they're touchable.
Yeah.
They're not. But we'll see how it all pans out. I'm really interested to hear Woodley's post-fight press conferences, statements.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, he's gonna fight again. That's definitely not a matter of what it is. It's just, and I thought he was gonna cry, but he just during the fight he looked extremely defeated. That's where his worst. He looked just defeated. I think in the
Just broken.
second, when the second round when they went over to the corner, he just looked like so upset. And, that was upsetting to see. Honestly, at the end of the day, for me it was. A lot of people don't really care, but. They don't get upset about it. I'm not even offended. It's just that, it's upsetting.
Yeah.
Like watching Chris Cyborg get knocked out was a little upsetting. Although it was amazing to see somebody.
Amanda Nunez being of that quality shows on.
What pissed me off is it was such a pointless fight because Amanda has zero desire to fight at featherweight ever again. So there was no reason for that fight because the belt's going to be either they're going to dissolve the division completely.
Yep.
Which I think that's what's going to happen because I haven't
100%.
heard any word about it. Or they're going to it'll be, fighting for the vacant title and it'll go right to Cyborg again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is bad.
Nobody else
I just
will be
seen
able
a
to beat
tweet. Ben Askren just tweeted, Marty fought like a bitch.
Oh, no.
I think Michael Chiesa had the best point here. Colby has fought the next welterweight title shot.
Oh, yeah,
Usman
Colby's
versus
going
Askren.
to lose so hard, it's not even funny.
No, they're just saying like they're gonna do Usman versus Askren.
Really?
That's a guess.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I could see it happening just because of Ben Askren's name. And
Well,
the
and they
UFC
hate
has
each
a
other.
thing on names.
They have, actually, they hate both of them.
Yeah.
So.
They have a thing with people's names. If you make enough money and you make enough noise, they will put you above somebody that doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it the other day, the UFC is in the business of ruining people's careers in a weird way. They are. They don't really care if if you don't fight it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's not necessarily they're in the business of ruining it, but they don't care if it happens. Like, oh well, if he dies, he dies.
Fuck him. So we'll see how this rolls out right now. I'm trying to see. I mean,
I'm excited.
on paper, they should do the Covington match, but I think they're gonna try to pull for the Askren thing since they have
think
like
so,
this
too.
other.
They don't like Covington.
Yeah,
And as much as Dana White said that shit didn't bother him,
they probably did.
yeah. You got your employee running up on you when you're fucking playing cards, yeah, I'd be pissed. It's not like you threw a bottle at him or anything, but... Wow, could you imagine if we saw a fucking...
Upset.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen though. I think John Jones is gonna... John Jones is he's such a
His talent
well-rounded
is next
fighter.
level. Like
It really...
he works his ass off too. Nothing to take away. No, only talent. He works his ass off. He's got great physical assets, mental assets.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge arsenal.
Excuse me. Yeah, he's dangerous everywhere.
Absolutely.
I think we saw that in the Vitor Belfort fight when
Oh, yeah.
he bounced back from almost getting his arm broken.
Yeah. So funny. Somebody was asking me the other day, what's my opinion and the difference between boxing and MMA, and why do I like MMA so much? I said, well, why would you use two weapons when you have four?
Yeah.
And they were like, what? And I'm like, you own physically 4 weapons: your hands and your feet.
Yeah,
Why would
technically
you
you had an elbows
choose-
and knees. You're at 8.
Why would you choose to use technically you got 4 minimum ones, right? But
Yes.
why
So
would you
yeah,
choose
why
to
would
only
you use
use
4
2?
over 2?
Yeah, so you go up to somebody on the street, say somebody tries to jump you and just happens to have, or mug you or whatever, and has MMA experience, you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
kickboxing experience, and all you know how to do is box.
Uh-oh.
Well, you could block a couple punches, you might be able to throw a few, but if they sneak in a kick, you are in trouble, especially like a fucking front kick to the face.
Oh yeah.
Like, a lot of people can't get it. I could kick you in the chin easily. Easily. I could kick people that are like, because I used to train with a guy with a 6 foot, so
you
I
have
would
to get
really...
used to doing it.
I have 40 inches
Jesus
of legs,
Christ, the favorite
motherfucker.
Vegas odds right now were minus 900 favorite, 9 to 1.
Wow.
You have to bet $900 to win $100.
That's stupid. I never understood the point of that. That's why on that kind of instance, you go for the underdog.
Oh yeah, I think
'Cause if they win,
I
it's
didn't
like,
check
what?
Anthony Smith's, but he was like a. I think last time I looked like a plus 650. So $100 bet.
You get 650 bucks.
Yep. So I already had to get a little
Excuse
yawn out
me.
there, but.
Well,
yeah.
that's like Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah,
That
I
fight
knew that
was
fight was
insane.
gonna go there.
Yep. And everybody said if you picked Holly Holm, win a lot of money. All right, guys, we're about to start.
John Jones being a little bit of a dick there, but.
But so was Anthony. Did you see Anthony with his mouth trying to he was trying to do a growl kind of thing?
Oh,
So it was like going up. Yeah, he was trying to make like when he's doing like that.
I think he's just bouncing it around, getting some nervous energy out. But
Maybe.
we'll see.
I can't tell. He's making this weird
Yeah, it's
side
a weird face.
thing.
John is so relaxed in this cage right now.
And he's so agile, dude. The guy's got I mean, look at how many fights he's been in, right?
Yeah.
And he's been in wars.
He's been in some big ones, like that Gus 1 fight.
Oh, that was great. That first fight between them was amazing. Not that the second one wasn't great, but it
The
was
second one
amazing.
did not live up to the
No,
hype.
no, not after the first one.
Now we're really going to see the adjustments that Anthony Smith has made since moving up to lightweight. See how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know. doing a little stance switching here between.
And John Jones only fought like what 4 months ago, ish.
I feel like it was more recent than that. But
It was. I think it was maybe 3 months, 2 months at best. It was December, right?
Yeah, December.
The end of December,
Because
31st.
People went away. It was
figured
getting ready for Christmas. I think it was right
It
after
was
Christmas.
2.5 months, not even. I'd say
Yeah.
2 months at best.
Yeah.
2 months and a couple weeks, maybe. Maybe.
It was right after Christmas. So.
That's incredible. So we'll just say, for argument's sake, January 1st, right? Because it technically was a couple days before New Year's Eve. So, or no, yeah. So then we'll go January to February, February to March. So you get 2 months. 2 months and a couple days. That's incredible. You don't see, there's champions that don't fight that much ever.
Yeah, well, I think he's making up for lost time.
Yep. Yo!
Big spin kick attempt there from
There was
John
like a
Jones.
jumping one too
Yeah,
at
he
one
jumped his leg,
point.
went to throw his leg
He
kick and
jumped
spun
into a
a
spinning kick. That was beautiful. Anthony Smith with a swing and a miss twice. Those are some fucking
big
throwing some
wing and
crazy
overhand.
yeah.
John Jones going
Whoa!
for an axe kick
I
there.
was just gonna say, is that an axe kick? That was
Yeah.
that was a beautiful attempt. That would have fucking
Good flexibility.
rushed the shit out of fucking Anthony's face. John Jones is arguably one of the most agile people next to BJ Penn.
Mm-hmm. Old BJ Penn.
Yeah, he was like, he could fucking almost put his legs behind his head without even trying. Oh, swinging a miss with John Jones.
Seen a lot of pitter patter, couple big shots going out of each. People not landing. That was a close shot with the.
No, but they're throwing some crazy
they're throwing
power
some
shots, you know. Ooh, John Jones with
John
another
Jones with
spinning
another
kick, yeah.
Yep, another that spin back kick to the body there.
Yep. Nice. Nice head kick. It didn't really connect, but still, even if it hits your hand and you block it, it still hurts.
It hurts.
Doesn't tickle. People that say it doesn't bother, it hurts.
Oh, big head kick attempt by
Whoa, John Jones caught it
Smith.
hard
Yeah, he got
too.
caught. Switching into the cage. Now we're seeing 50-50
yeah.
here.
John
Yeah,
Jones
he
has
did land a
control
high
against
kick
the
to John's
cage.
head.
Yep.
John's went into a bit of a defense mode there, trying to keep him pressed against the cage
Yeah,
now.
he's threw a shoulder in there too. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah,
Big
he's throwing a
shoulder
couple
shots.
shoulders. And maybe that's like the new thing, you know what I mean? Not that it's
Yeah.
the new thing,
Ooh,
but it's
big,
the
big
new thing that
over
they're
the
using.
top that just missed the back of the head. Oof. That could have been.
That could end a fight right there. And especially when it's unintentional, he keeps throwing some crazy
John with these
shoulders.
jumping shoulder shots.
Smart. Because how are you going to defend against that? If you think about that when you're in a clinch with someone,
Those shoulder shots.
you're not going to be able to defend against it. Because it's coming from here. It's not like it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild. The
Sure.
concept is beautiful.
Low kick attempt from Smith there on Jones' leg.
John Jones with a nice, was it a right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both doing a good, decent job of switching stances.
Yeah, which I love.
And Jones breaking out those oblique kicks again.
Yeah.
I hate those kicks.
Oblique kicks, I think, are very, they walk the line of being super dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Then again, I mean, the whole sport is, but it's just
I
one of those
know, but
things,
you could
it's
like
a kick-
hyperextend someone's knee
Yeah,
and
that's-
all this crazy shit. It's just bad. Oblique kicks are just, they're very
I
scary.
think they're kind of a dick move. But
They are. Holly Holm does them a lot. She does them a lot.
Ooh, nice side kick
Yeah.
again from John Jones to the body. Good.
John Jones has some great kicks in his arsenal. And this is goes back to what I was saying with the why use 2 weapons when you have 4.
Mm-hmm.
And John Jones right now is turning it into more than 8. He's turning it into fucking
Everything
10
needs to go.
with his shoulders. Nice,
kick
nice head
mixing.
kick. Yeah, it was a miss, but again, even oblique kick again from John Jones.
I think some of those
Yeah,
body
John
shots
Jones
are.
with a nice fucking side kick
Oh,
to the
yeah.
to
Body shots
to
definitely
yeah.
landed,
Low,
leg
low
kick
side
landed.
low leg kick. Yep. Outside leg kick. And they hurt after a while.
Oh,
People
yeah.
do not know how much that shit
Your
hurts.
IT bands can only handle so much.
Like, 'cause I did kickboxing for a while, so even though I didn't like actually get in the ring but I sparred for like 5-minute rounds, and you know I'll never forget I had a bruise on my arm from like here to here from bone to bone contact. It was huge. I was just like, yeah.
Let me see this head kick one more time. Oh, it did land against
Yeah.
Jones. Jeez.
And I would come out with bruises all over. Even with padding, you still end up bruised.
Oh, you always get bruised up. My
Yep.
buddy's 1-0 Jones. Oh yeah.
Definitely. This is gonna. I have a feeling this is gonna be a big John Jones fight. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
Anthony
picked him.
Smith is gonna be able to beat him. I think that he's playing kind of catch up, chasing John Jones. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this is. We'll see. Second, third round is I think where this. Unless Smith turns it up.
And he can. You never know. I mean, but I don't. John Jones, we've seen in so many fights, he doesn't tire. He might look it and hold his composure for a round, but then he comes back fire for the next two. So he
Oh, yeah.
plays a very great fight game. John Jones is a really intelligent fighter. Because he's playing like, follow the leader almost.
Yeah, he's just letting John go first.
Yep.
But John's coach saying, very intelligently, now you
It's
see what he's got.
combinations, yep.
Like, let's do it. So
It is the smartest thing to do. Is that's why he just followed up a kick with a kick and oblique kick and now fucking outside low leg kick.
We're gonna see a lot more offense out of Jones in the second
Which
round.
I'm excited
Big
about. I
overhand right.
gotta be honest. I'm really excited about that. I want to see John
leading
pull
with
the
those
trigger
fucking
more.
open
Ooh,
fingers
that-
again, though.
Yep, and that fucking front kick, that could hurt real bad. John again with these open Piecing
fingers
him
to
up.
his oblique kicks.
Yep. Ooh, spinning back elbow. Beautiful. It looked like it kind of
It looked like it
landed, but not. Obviously
kinda
didn't.
covered
Yeah.
up, but
Another
I wanna
shoulder
see
shot.
I want to see Herb give him a warning about this open finger leading though, because
Yeah, I like that. They don't give them warnings enough. John Jones and Conor McGregor are like the two fighters that could get away with pretty much anything. You know what I mean in that respect. I don't think this needs to be in there. Let's charge it up enough. Alright, we're good. Yeah, it's so good. Go us. I think we're on for an hour now. My phone died, so I'm gonna have to charge it back up. Oh, this is a great fight. I mean, for John more so than Anthony. If Anthony can turn it up and, pull the trigger before John a little bit now, that would be really good for him, but
yeah, he has to keep John guessing.
Jones
He's
is
not
definitely
doing much.
controlling it. Oh, there he goes.
Nice
Nice
little
overhand
hook
right.
attempt.
Yep. A couple shots in on Jones. Obviously nothing that really affected him.
Yeah.
Nice leg kick from John Jones. Yeah, that front kick to the body was just a
That one
borderline low.
Yeah.
Borderline low. Ooh, head kick, and it just Anthony Smith was just able
Needed
to
it back.
cover that
Big
up. Yeah.
Stepping hook attempt.
Mm-hmm. Got some nice tattoos, Anthony Smith.
Oh yeah. A little mix up.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to say, gotta watch out though, as he's ducking the throw those overhands
Yeah.
and stuff, that he doesn't eat
Trading some
a
kicks.
left leg from John.
Oh, I don't think he expect that. That might have rocked him a little bit the way he stepped
Yeah, I
back
think
and went
he was-
into the cage. John
yeah, I
threw a
think he
left
was-
at him. A really nice left, a straight left, and that just seemed to have backed him up a bit. Nice leg kick from John Jones.
Another one
Another
back to
one.
back.
Oblique.
John leading with these fingers.
Yep. Yeah, John Jones could see what Anthony Smith's coming out with.
These oblique kicks are having a very big impact.
They hurt like a motherfucker.
Big overhand right now from Jones landing. Right back on these oblique kicks to the knee.
Which part?
They're the worst to eat.
Yep. And did you not notice Smith's kind of changing up
Ouch.
his stance over and over
Yeah,
again?
he's mixing back and forth.
Yep.
He's eating hard shots from southpaw that make him go back to conventional.
Yep. So he's literally, I don't think his knees are not going to hold up. I mean, the way John Jones is piecing his knees up, that's not good. Ooh, he just took a nice kick to the head, but it wasn't like a complete connection, obviously. Yeah, John Jones is throwing some really good, like, he's fucking high kicks, low kicks. He's mixing
very
up really
calculated and
nicely,
calm.
yeah. And I was gonna say he looks like he's just fucking fishing for an uppercut or something right there. Well, that's just keeping him at a distance, you know what I mean? So when he's touching him like that. All right, so that was definitely
Another one, 2-0.
Yeah,
Jones.
2-0 Jones.
Not a 10-8, but definitely 2-0.
Definitely. 10-9.
Oh yeah.
My friend goes, I feel like Woodley was a very underappreciated champion. I'm like, that's very obvious.
Fun fact about Kamaru Usman, he was the first champ from Africa.
Wow. I like that.
Just pulled that up.
Here we go.
See if Jones does get heavy with the grappling
Yeah.
now.
I would love to see that. I'd love to see them start grappling a little bit.
Yeah, John's the one's getting off faster, like getting more off, doing more of this stuff here. Big double leg takedown. Stuffed, got him against the cage, back into the 50-50.
Yep, back against the cage. Jones has control. Not shot. Hashtag not shot. Man, severe weather alert.
Start it one time.
I'm looking just to make sure.
Now you hear people booing in the crowd just because they're grappling. Bonkers.
It doesn't say from what time, it just says it happened at 11:54, but that doesn't even... You know what, I will check. My the weather app usually says starting at what time. I'm assuming it's tomorrow morning. Because that's the last I saw it, it's supposed to start at like 1 o'clock tomorrow. 1 p.m., yeah.
1 p.m. works, because at least we'll be done training.
Yeah, so I won't have pool tomorrow night.
Maybe like 10:30, that'll be fun.
Winter Storm Watch, and it says Monday at 1 o'clock.
It'll probably be snowing in Vegas if John Jones wins too, but not from winter weather.
Right. Now, if you look on the weather app, it's saying it's just going to rain, right? But it said that the other day.
And then we got that dusting.
Yeah, no, we got a huge, or yesterday, yesterday, it was going to rain all day, and then all of a sudden I was with my friend, and he's like, yeah, there's no snow in the forecast. I'm like, I'm telling you it's going to snow. He's like, there's no snow in the forecast. All of a sudden we're sitting here, and he's like, oh yeah, 1 to 3, up, it went up to 3 to 5. I'm like, it's 4 to 6 on my app. He's like, holy shit, came out of nowhere. He's like, the freak weird storm. So Jones just got control against the cage. I don't think that this is going to end any different than it started. I think that John Jones is fighting a smart fight.
Yep. Keeping him against the cage.
Yep.
Shoulder shots.
Throwing some shoulders in there.
You know, in these last 2
Yep.
fights.
Some body shots from Jones. Shoulder shots from Jones.
You know, they're in the corner of Anthony Smith trying to get some advice. John lifting up for the double leg.
Oh,
Big
nice
slam.
takedown from Jones. Very nice. Beautiful slam.
I think this is it.
He like threw him. Yep. And
Smith
John
needs to
is
build
like,
up. John just sit here and take his time. They're up in a
who was
almost
it
in a
that
front
did?
headlock position.
I was just gonna say, there's been a couple fighters that have gotten either a front choke.
Yeah.
What was the other? Is it
The
his?
bulldog choke attempts.
It's not an Ezekiel. It's from the front.
Peruvian
I forget
necktie.
what it is. There's a couple of them that I've seen, and I'm like, whoa! I can't believe they got that. What's up, babe? A front choke. It was beautiful, and it was pretty much the same thing as a rear naked choke, but from the lying down in the front position. It was. I forget who pulled it off, but it was just amazing.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what John's doing now. He's still in this kind of like front headlock position.
Yeah, I
here.
think he's just dominating this
He's
round.
working it through,
So that
yeah.
if it comes down to the decision,
Minute
he's gonna
12.
get 3 rounds, and what is
Well, he's making him use all his energy too.
Yeah.
Making Smith hold on to himself here. And Smith's attempting to.
I was gonna say, is he attempting a Kimura, but not?
Smith's attempting to control the hands. So that way
Yeah,
he can try to
he's got to
utilize
attempt
that
something.
to get up.
Absolutely,
But John
and
Jones
John
is
could be in a very good position for a guillotine if he got
yeah,
the
now
right.
pushed him against the cage. That
Jones is just softening up his legs with some knees to the legs. Got him against
Just
the
in there
cage on the
close.
on the mat.
Never seen it. Kind of
Huh.
a tough. He's,
Yeah, I
Jones
really could
covering
see.
himself, so he can't breathe.
Well, Jones is not.
Well,
Jones
yeah.
he's a smart fighter. So Anthony Smith is probably going to survive this round.
Yeah, 18 seconds
In
left.
17 seconds, yeah, John
Back
can't
against
do
the
much.
cage, feet tucked up, kind of like this, with John Jones hovering over him.
Almost like he's surviving at best.
Yeah, I've never seen that position. I mean, like.
Well, it could go if a referee looks at it like I just said.
Yeah.
It could just look like you're surviving at best, and that's not intelligently defending yourself.
Yeah.
That's just surviving.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you going to continue on a fight if
3-0
you're just
bones.
surviving? Yep.
See, I really want to hear what Anthony Smith's corner says
Yeah.
to him right now. This is interesting.
Something about adversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach reminded him he knew there'd be adversity.
Oh,
You
they're
don't
telling
get
him to get offensive.
Yeah.
Which
Gotta
is
get
the
back
only
to
thing
him.
he can do, yeah. At this point, it's the only thing he's got. Because right now, it's John Jones' fight.
Yeah.
It's not Anthony Smith's fight. Oh, he's defeated. Did you see him just shake his head now?
No.
Yeah, he went, go get your reason why, and he went like this, and looked like a way weird. You could just see in his mannerisms, he knows he's gonna lose. I mean, it's 3 rounds to 2, unless he knocks out John Jones or submits him, which is not gonna happen. He's losing the fight.
Yeah.
420%. He's smiling now.
I mean, it seemed like he had some energy about getting through this, but yeah.
Ooh, John Jones with what was that, a flying thigh kick?
Yeah.
I like flying kicks and jumping shit. I'm all into that.
You know, Anthony, he's still doing a good job switching stances like he started out with, but John just
Mhm.
backing him against
Ooh,
back to that spin
spinning
kick
back,
to the
yep,
stomach.
yep, to the-
And he's catching him square, so it's lined up perfectly along the stomach line. Now we're seeing
Mhm.
elbows against the cage.
Yeah, John Jones is just, oh, nice.
And Anthony Smith is
Really
smiling.
beautiful
He's got a
elbows.
laugh on his face and almost inviting this.
Yep. Well, that might be a game plan of his right now. I don't really know what the plan would be.
Yeah, I mean, I know his game plan from his coaches thus far was go forward and be offensive, but
Yeah.
it seems like we're lacking on that. But he's hanging in there. As Joe said it best, he's just getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, John Jones is just,
Flying knee.
yeah,
Bought
he's
up.
just,
Jones just checking his nose for blood. I think he may have
Yeah.
just broke it.
he's controlling the shit out of
Ooh,
this fight.
quick foot sweep. Give that.
Ooh,
Whoa!
he just kicked
Illegal
him.
kick to the head of a downed opponent, and Herb Dean didn't
But-
stop it.
But even though he's down, he's on his back, and he doesn't have his hands at his feet. That's a whole different.
That's still considered down.
They might be looking at it in a different respect. I
I
don't
think
think
Herb
he
missed the call.
intentionally did it either. I think that was just a
intention isn't the matter.
I know, it was still incredible that they allowed that to happen.
There's a chance now if this gets stopped here, there's a chance that they could go for the fact of
They can instant
overturn,
replay it,
but-
and I don't think they'll overturn it. I think maybe
Yeah,
it might
no.
deduct quite a few points, but I don't
Well,
think
you
they're
can't.
gonna overturn it.
I'm saying post fight is gonna.
Oh
be
yeah,
all the
post fight
time.
they're gonna try
Yeah,
to.
no,
Well,
it's too late to change anything now because
I
Herb
don't
missed
think.
it.
I honestly don't even think that would have made a difference. You know what I
No.
mean? I don't think that kick made a huge difference. It wasn't a big one. I just was really shocked John Jones did that.
I'm not.